Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends, and welcome to Quests and Chaos. My name is Alondra Heilman, aka Lady Bedivere, and tonight, for the last time, I will be coming to you as your heist handler for this campaign finale of Keys from the Golden Vault. But before we get to that, as always, Keys from the Golden Vault is sponsored by the Deck of Inspiration. Woo! You can get your own copy of the Deck of Inspiration at shop.questsandchaos.com, and I forgot to hand the players their cards from last time.
Woo! Woo!
There you go.
Woo. Cards.
We have some cards that were gifted by our lovely Patreon patrons and that were purchased with bits from previous episodes. So you've got those ready in case you need them, which I'm sure you won't.
No.
If you want to reward your players with these wonderful cards that provide cool mechanical effects, spells, other fun things in place of just generic reroll inspiration, shop.questsandchaos.com for the physical item, or you can get digital downloads at DriveThruRPG. It's summer, and that means it's Starter Set Summer School! We are still playing through starter sets for all of summer and probably into fall and winter even. We've got a lot of options. We've played through Dragonbane, we played through Tales of the Valiant. I will talk more about what's coming up next at the end of the episode, but spoiler alert, it's Star Trek! In honor of our Starter Set Summer School, we are giving away a massive prize package with a bajillion starter sets, including some of the games that we've played and some of the games that we haven't. Okay, four starter sets. I didn't remember where the numbers were.
Asterisk 4.
Yeah.
That's so
Four
many
starter
bajillions.
sets, as well as some, I believe there's a legacy board game, there's going to be some decks of inspiration, there might be some other fun goodies, possibly some blessed dice trays, if you want to request them be unblessed, we can do that too. But you can go to bit.ly/QNC starter, or you can visit questandchaos.com to find out all of the ways that you can enter. You can sign up, I think, through the end of July. We're running this for a long time, so you've got plenty of opportunities to enter to win so many cool, fun things. No new inspiration cards, because it's not only the end of the month, it's the end of the campaign. So they've already been distributed. Burn your cards, y'all. They don't carry over anymore.
Well, I gotta get my lighter.
But we do have some inspiration coins, some bits from Duke Fleeg. We have 1,000 bits to the player.
Ooh,
Thank you.
thank you.
That was a nice cat. Aiming for the cups.
Well, yeah,
No, it was good because you
I was gonna say aim for the cup, then I know where to catch.
Yeah.
I unlike Ezra, I never directly aim for the cup, but I do try to make eye contact.
That works real
directly
well.
over. That seems to be
That is usually the
The
fateful,
secret key.
like, oh no, I've made eye contact, get ready.
Yeah, now you know it's that's how you know it's
you.
you. All right, I think that is all of our business. Oh, I guess our last thing, tavern upkeep is at 61%. It is the last day of the month. If you kind, generous, lovely folks who are watching can get us to 100% by the end of the stream tonight, we will be doing a giveaway of a Tales of the Valiant starter set. It might be the one that we used on screen that has hand-painted minis. I don't know, but it could be. That one is around. If we do not make 100% by the end of tonight, we will not be doing that giveaway this month, sadly. But if we can get to 100% next month, we will do it then. So just keep that in mind. And now, the real reason you have come here. A tiny recap. Our party has procured the Book of Vile Darkness, an incredibly cursed and evil object with a very fake-sounding name. They currently have it stashed in their briefcase of holding, and at the moment, they are holed up in the Feywild with an old friend, Lady Priscilla Tyga, their former Golden Vault handler, who, as it turns out, was not fully working for the Golden Vault. She's a spy. We knew this. She is on the run from another spy who has also infiltrated the Golden Vault, who now seems to be exploiting our team for their own ends. Turns out they're not the only ones looking for this book. Everyone is looking for this book. And now that it has been made known that the book is no longer in the possession of the Ifriti who had it in his hold in hell, everybody's looking. Our team has come up with a semblance of a plan of action for how they want to handle this book. Would you all like to remind our viewers of the plan as it currently stands?
1. Make replica of book. 1A. Apply tracking device to book. 2. Reach out to Celestia for a solar entity. 2A. Tell them that they will do an act of great if they help the story. That's what I wrote down, an act of great.
It's not incorrect.
It's good.
3. Take the replica to the Golden Vault mole and give it to them, it, him, her. 3A, track the book. 4, well, hold on. 3B, find the book and the guy. Neutral, gender neutral guy.
Some guy.
4, kill the guy. The end.
5 question mark.
Oh yeah,
Profit.
5. 5 question mark.
The only part of the plan that Taz is 100% sure of.
Yeah, I got that. The last one's profit, right?
Profit. Yeah. 6 profit.
Exclamation point. It's very important.
Oh,
How about 3?
Ooh.
3, wow.
I gave you 3.
Lots of profit.
Pressure.
How we like it.
And then also last time, I think we were all splitting up. I think Jem and I were going to work on building the book.
Yeah.
Stuart was going to contact Celestia.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to do something.
I mean, I was just rattling around the house doing stuff. I was directed to some form of entertainment. I
Oh, the
recall.
basement. The rogue basement.
Yeah.
The rogue
Yeah.
I
outlet.
said Jungle
Yeah,
Gym
yeah.
earlier, and they laughed at me.
No, that's
I
pretty
didn't
correct.
even- I think that was
To be
correct.
fair, I completely phased out of every conversation.
You can use the rogues gallery in the basement. You go down. It's a swing set.
It's like what Priscilla
All
used
right.
when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's a swing set with like maybe extras. Like
It's got little foam spikes underneath.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. When I was but a wee 25-year-old having yes, and I think Huey might have been doing additional research on the book, or we may not have established, but I know there was talk, Huey using his bardic background and his knowledge of history to keep an eye on anything else shady or important that we might need to know about this horrifying book. Which I should probably pull up the stats on just in case questions come up about it, because I sense that potentially being a thing.
Wonder why that is.
You guys do like to just ask me a lot of
Oh,
questions.
we were going to
about
reach
things.
out to
We
Glitch
do.
Glitch, yeah.
specifically, yeah. Specifically.
Yeah.
So,
We need. Oh, it was a 4.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. We also need a locate object spell.
Priscilla will be able to provide you with a scroll for that, and as well as cover the cost of ink for any of our wizard-adjacent types who need to learn that spell.
Okay.
That's a freebie. You can have it.
Done and done already.
Yeah.
Okay, locate object acquired. All right. So I think we were directed upstairs, and we were like
We'll-
in like a circle.
Yeah, I think we put you in a protection circle, like non-detection and like a bunch of like anti-magic bordering, whatever, like to protect. So we're gonna do a little bit of like hand wavium. You guys are in a relatively secure place. You're in the winter home of like the spy master of the Sealy Court. No one's really gonna mess with you easily. The people who are going to be able to mess with you in this location are mostly already here with you. It's yourselves and Priscilla, right? Like, so we're going to hand wave a little bit. You guys are able to take your time to get this book sorted out to the specifications that you would like. How much are you like opening up the briefcase, handling the real book in order to make sure that your fake is a good enough replica? Or are you not even bothering to care because you don't think anyone else is going to
I think we're going off of vibes.
I will. I I definitely want to have a reference.
Sure.
So I will probably take out the book and put it on like a book stand.
Okay.
I don't want to touch it. I just want to see what the outside looks like in case someone has described this.
Cool.
Perhaps if you're feeling blushed, it might help. That's an option.
It's certainly an option. But I need to
Maybe inspired.
I can guide myself.
You're able to pull it out. It's you're not handling it. You're not actively attempting to attune to it or trying to read its pages. You just have it there. And pretty much what happens is just like that constant kind of uncomfortable, uneasy sense of dread and fear and just bad vibes. And you do find yourself, like, the longer it is out, and if you're there helping Gemma, you sense too, there is that continued, the two things simultaneously existing in your head, that you do not want to touch this book, and also you really want to touch this book. And those things coexisting very deliberately in your mind. It's gross. It's not fun. You're able to do it. Because you are not actively trying to attune to it in any way, you're able to kind of just keep it at a distance and let it live there. It's not being too much of a problem.
Remember how you kept knocking stuff out of Huey's hands?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is just every time you're going for it, he was like, stop it.
Taz just appears out of a different vent in a different corner, baps your hand, and then disappears.
Disappears into it.
No, I'm like,
She's not again!
No, but she can canonically plane shift through her ventilation system.
As of last week.
As of last week. Sorry to any future GM who has Taz in a game. I've ruined this for you.
If I had all of the like weird items that I've accrued across the various campaigns that I've played with Taz, unplayable character.
Oh,
No, it would
so
be a nightmare.
broken. It would be terrible.
Is there a specific spell we want on the book to activate on the book?
I think last week I talked about like just feeding in some like hexes and other like unsavory type spells to help give it the vibe. I don't know about like
I can put a glyph on here, a spell glyph, an explosive rune, something that will activate on a trigger. How many times can I cast like glyph of warding on a single object?
That is a great question that I have never had to contemplate.
How many?
I have 3 third-level spell slots.
I mean, if it's like on a specific thing that you are implanting into the book, I feel like each of those things could...
I can decide what triggers the glyph when you cast a spell. For glyphs inscribed on a surface, here are some typical triggers, blah, blah, blah. My thought is like there can be one when they unlock the book, like a latch. There can be one like inside the book if they turn the page.
Yeah.
And then
So, per the language of, is this a glyph of warding, or is
Yes.
this, okay. Per the language, it says, you inscribe it on a surface or within an object that can be closed to conceal the glyph, can cover an area no larger than 10 feet in diameter. If the surface or object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast the spell, the glyph is broken and the spell cannot be triggered.
so it can't be like an
So
yeah.
if you want to like use the book as bait and you're gonna like put it in the library and be like, here's the drop off, you could cast the glyph there, and so that whenever somebody takes it and tries to move it, it would trigger. I would
Okay.
let you do that, but you can't just cast it and have it contained in the book and do a hand off
I'm
because
sorry.
it's partially like
no,
location restricted.
That
yeah.
makes sense.
But I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
that is a good question, and I will say, provided that you have the casting time, it takes an hour to cast. So if you are setting a trap in that fashion or whatever, I would potentially allow you to cast more than one type of glyph or different triggered glyphs in the same area within however many spell slots. You do have to have like the full hour for each of them that you are going to do.
Sure.
So it would take a little bit of planning. And you can't like double up.
On
Like,
the
each
same
each,
thing. It
each
has
of them
to be
has to be a
different.
slightly different
Yeah.
glyph or something like that.
Would you allow, if I am working with Gemma, would you allow me to use Hex? I don't have Hex.
The idea being storing the hex in. Are you combining the hex with the glyph of warding so that the hex is what triggers?
With the glyph of warding, you can do any spell. It
Hex is
can
an
be
option.
any prepared spell of 3rd level or lower.
I might also offer suggestion
Okay.
as a possibility.
What would we want to suggest?
Well, that's a question.
Oh.
Do you have any good creepy
Can
spells?
No.
the person who
I'm
touches
good.
it
I'm
send
good
themselves
person.
directly to jail?
They just can't harm themselves. But if
I suggest you walk yourself to the nearest police station.
Yeah.
But we're in the Feywild.
Okay.
You're probably not going to continue to be in the Feywild.
That's a lot. That's
This-
a lot of
like-
saving throws, right? Do you get to make one every round for suggestion?
Just keep walking
Yeah.
every 6 seconds.
Just so compelled.
no, but I would have to hold concentration on it for
Yeah.
8 hours.
So the spell must target a single creature or an area.
Hmm.
The spell being stored has no immediate effect when cast this way. Oh, meaning like if you cast it, it doesn't.
You are imbuing it. You're not triggering.
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Because there is a trigger imbued in the.
When the glyph is triggered, the spell is
Because I
cast.
like the way you guys are thinking, and because we have well established that I do funky things with magic, and because you guys have been working together this entire campaign anyway, I would allow you guys to do a tag team, so you could cast the glyph, and Gemma could be the one who imbues the spell in it. I would allow that to work. Still within these parameters as we've discussed, but yeah, something like having a hex. So like as soon as the book moves outside the 10-foot circle,
Yeah.
the hex goes off in their face, and now they're like I would allow something like that. To happen.
Okay.
I think that makes sense.
Covered in blue ink.
I've got I'm looking through mine. I've got a charm person, hellish rebuke if we really just want to shove
Fireball.
6d10 fire into them. They're probably horribly immune to fire. Somehow.
I mean, the base explosive runes is.
Is it good?
I mean, it's 5d8: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Ah.
I mean, yeah,
that
if
might
you
be
just
better.
want
It's
to
more like do we want a hypnotic pattern? Do we want are we a heat metal?
I mean, maybe Hunter's Mark.
I don't have Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't take Hunter's Mark. That's what I was saying. Y'all were like, bless her, man. I'm like, okay, I'll take bless.
You'd be so vain,
My
everyone.
hex is only good up to an
Oh.
hour. If that was triggered.
I mean, I think there's a lot of options there. I'm going to rule. I'm gonna do a little homebrew ruling for the way we can set this up. I am going to say that you guys can contrive this in such a way that if you want to use this as like a trap, right?
Yeah.
And you're using this as bait in the trap.
That's cool.
I'm gonna say that we can set it up in such a way that you can imbue like if you want to use a concentration spell or something, you can imbue it. It will still trigger, and so from the point that it triggers, if you're holding concentration on anything else, your concentration immediately shifts to that, and then standard concentration rules apply. But I will let it go off. I know this is normally outside the bounds of you guys don't necessarily need to be in the same place, but that will affect your ability to maintain the concentration. You know, you're not going to know if it's maintained or not per se, or when it's slipped, because if you're not there to keep an eye on it, right?
Sure. Okay, what are we thinking, y'all?
Unfortunately, the only spell I can offer that'd be useful, I think, is Shatter.
Which I also have. I was thinking more in the vein of tracking spells, in case we are not there when the book is picked up.
Hex doesn't specifically say anything for or against tracking, but I can have that up to 24 hours.
Okay.
I mean, in the flavor of I think you can have a sense of if your magic is active or not. I would say that you're not going to be able to use it to scry on a dude or anything.
Right.
But I would say you might have an innate sense of whether between the two of you, you would have an innate sense of whether the glyph has been triggered. You would be able to sense that, so you would at least know that it is active, right?
Do we have any summoning spells?
I have that summon shadow spawn.
Gary!
Gareth.
Yep.
It's two different ones.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
two?
Gary was the first one. Gareth is the second
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
They're all
Yeah, one of them's Gary, one of them's Gareth.
One of them
I
Garys.
can make
And the
it
third one is the dollop.
summon something.
I mean, if you could make it, summon a guy, could Gareth be like, wee wee, or like follow him around or something?
Yeah, she's just running around cackling maniacally in the shadows. Everyone's like, what is that?
I forgot. What's that sound? Oh, he's horrid.
Wait a second. Hold, please.
I have to summon the final.
I have a thought,
Gerald.
and I think it might be stupid.
That's my favorite kind. No such thing
Okay.
as
Just left Gareth, so like the bar is high.
Yeah.
I can make Theo part of the book, and I can see
you
through
could imbue-
Theo's eye.
You could imbue Theo into the book, and then you could morgue into Theo. That is a wild option. That is an actual option. that
I could
would allow.
definitely
Can
do
Theo
that.
make like creepy noise? Like
Theo can't speak out loud,
can
unfortunately. But I do have.
Don't you have your weird talking token from the bathrooms back in episode 2?
I have magical tinkering. Imbue
That's
a
what it
tiny
is.
non-magical object with a magical property of your choice. 5-foot radius light, up to 6-second long recorded message. Emits odor or nonverbal sound. A static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. You can affect a maximum of 4 objects at a time. Okay, this is happening. This is so happening.
Such. Okay.
Okay. And I can also cast touch spells through Theo. So if we have anything that needs, I will look at my touch spells. Anyway, okay, so and then I'm just gonna get to work. I'm gonna tinker Theo. I love you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Dad. I'll do my best.
Okay, you're gonna be amazing, buddy. And I'm gonna tinker Theo into this book. So there's it's gonna remain mostly a snake, that is detachable from the book,
But like where the
as a
giant
clasp.
devil head and claw clasps are, you're just gonna turn Theo into
snake.
that. Amazing.
And then I'm gonna take out a couple of those opals and attach them, and have them make like really disturbing, like ghoulish, shrieky, not like too shrieky.
Literally ghosts
but,
in the
like,
bathroom. We've done this before. Okay, yeah.
ghosts in
Haunted
the
bathroom noises.
And those are gonna go on the eyeballs of the demon.
Okay.
And then inside the fake book, I'm gonna put like a paperclip. And the paperclip is gonna have like a bunch of what Sloane thinks of first as like being the evilest evil you could possibly evil.
Clippy.
Step 1, unscrew the salt shaker.
That too.
Move all the
Don't
furniture.
fit in your buddy's beard.
Oh, you're just gonna say,
Oh
move all the
my
furniture
God.
1 inch to the left. Tell no one.
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
Lord.
And so it looks like it has evilest of evil
Great.
things. Do we want to do a glyph of warding on that?
Sounds good.
I mean, on the space where it will be.
We could do it on the space where it will be, or we can do it on the book.
But you have to do it on the book once it's in
When
the space.
we are in the
Yes.
location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So TBD on
Mm-hmm.
that.
I really like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was going to say, please feel free to write things down or take notes, pass notes amongst yourselves as you kind of sort out the exact
The-
mechanics.
the
of
weird
this. It sounds like
mechanics,
you've gotten. It sounds like you got a pretty good
Yeah.
angle on this.
Yeah, okay.
While this is happening, because this takes some time, right? Just figuring all of this out, replicating
Sure.
this book, whatever. In the course of this, Stuart, you. I know we are reaching out to Glitch. Are you only reaching out to Glitch, or are you also using other means to try to make contact with Mouse?
Glitch's first choice. I don't know unless there's somebody in the watch that I would know. I wouldn't.
I
know
mean,
anyone
I
else
think
there.
through your contacts, like just through your work in the watch, you probably have some contacts who maybe are, like, divine soul sorcerers or are, clerics of some variant who would be able to help you, like, connect you with someone. So you could kind of pepper it out. I will say, because it's funniest, Glitch is obviously going to get back to you first. Glitch loves you guys. So you will get a message back from Glitch, basically offering, like, do you want Glitch to carry a message on your behalf? Like, do you want to give them the message to carry on your behalf, or do you want Glitch to arrange passage for you on the Concordant Express to go there yourself and find someone?
Have Glitch just take the message.
Yeah, you can detail out your message of, like, someone who would be willing to do a favor of great importance, for noble reasons, whatever, however you want to phrase it.
And the backstory of,
yeah,
Stuart's great deeds.
Yeah, you said you're
mostly good activities.
Yeah, your vote of meetings, and you're looking for someone to help rid the world of a cursed object, kind of keeping it enough to pique their interest and have them understand some stakes, but being a little vague so that you don't give away the game.
Kind of getting in there though, but it's got to be a solar.
Yes, yeah, you're specifically seeking the help of a solar. Cool. Glitch will happily gather that up, and you're probably doing this all via, like, sending stone or whatever, and we'll just say, like, I will notify you when I have someone to take on your grand and epic quest.
Grand and epic quest.
So please enjoy your grand and epic quest.
Do an act of great.
To do an act of great.
Cool. All of your things are in motion. Priscilla gets back to you probably around the time that you are kind of wrapping up the book. Priscilla appears in the doorway. She has popped by occasionally to check on, like, all of the, like, anti-magic and the protective spells and things, make sure nothing's looking hinky in that respect. And she will kind of appear and take a little peep in and be like, news. I don't want to qualify it as good or bad, because it just is what it is. But I have heard back from my brother. He was able to do sort of a bit of reverse engineering on this tracking device, which is the good news. That we are correct. It is some sort of tracking device. It seems to somehow be linked, he believes, to the magic that allows the Golden Vault to, simply appear your assignments in random places without ever having to directly speak with you. The downside is that he has not... The only place that it seems to source back to is various Vault headquarter locations. So whatever this is, whoever is using this, they are simply using it to track your whereabouts, or the whereabouts of the recipient, in terms of using Golden Vault assets in order to find you. So don't really have anything further on where they are, other than they are somewhere where they have access to Golden Vault resources, which we kind of already knew. But we have confirmed that we know what it is, we know roughly how it works, and he has offered to send you all off on a wild, harebrained mission in the elemental chaos, if you would like it to show your whereabouts there. Or anywhere else you want. He just thought that would be particularly funny if suddenly it appears that you've jumped to the elemental chaos. A place that I don't think any of you would survive. Maybe you, on a good day. But I don't go there, because I'm going to just, be destroyed.
Yeah, I think since we don't really have a way of contacting the Golden Vault, we have to keep at least one for when we inevitably set our trap. But
there is some fun news about that I have as well. Dave did mention that he got a message from the Golden Vault. Or perhaps the Golden Vault, we're not entirely sure, but got a message purportedly from the Golden Vault indicating that they needed to speak to his team to find out the results of the last mission that you were sent on, because they hadn't had any contact and they were concerned that you needed extraction. Which, if it's the real Golden Vault, could be that somebody noticed that you have been out of contact and are actually worried about you. And if it's the mole, could be a very clever way of confirming that we've managed to hide you for the last few days. And now they're getting worried that you have their names and possibly their book and that they don't know where you are.
So either way, we get help or we get to pounce on someone. So that sounds like a win-win to me.
Yes.
Although, what happens if we pounce on the person who's actually trying to help us by mistake?
Then they better have good answers to our questions.
Yep.
I mean, I've been jumped before by people who were on the same side. Honestly, I'm surprised you all didn't shoot me on sight when you all realized who I was. So, you know.
Yeah, that was definitely totally something we didn't think about. No worries.
I don't know what she's talking about. I didn't think about that at all. I was just like, oh my god, there you are. I thought you died. Honestly, I thought you died.
I mean, on paper, in a couple of places I did, but, and, you know, nothing permanent, of course. So, wonderful. Somebody wanted me to get in touch with Elric. He's about, if you need to speak with him.
Oh, yeah.
And I have gotten a location for the Adulaires if we need to go to them or ask them to come to us. We're in contact. Keeping it all, you know, subtle, so they don't get too dragged in on things.
Yeah.
I think that covers most of who I was specifically speaking to.
I think I just wanted to ask if Elric had seen anything like my bracelet before.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we can send him specs on it if you'd like him to do it remotely, or if you'd like me to ask him to come here. I for whatever my word is good for, I vouch for him. I don't think he's part of the problem.
I just know that there's bad blood, and I don't really want to, like, bring it up. I was just wondering because, you know, the tradition I was raised in, I never heard of, you know, people giving bracelets and stuff. So I just wanted to know if it was, like, a thing, or if it was just, like, a thing.
I mean, I could make some subtle inquiries. We have been fake dating on and off for like the last century, depending on various missions that we might need. So I can certainly just ask him about, like, do we need to fake some next steps the next time I have to go to see your family, and, you know, that sort of thing. Kind of do a roundabout.
Just, you know,
way.
it's Silverbeard never said anything. Not that, like, there was anybody before, but, you know.
Sure. No, certainly with all information is good information. Until it's not. Such as having to retrieve true names from the hells.
Yeah, some secrets are bad secrets.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, anyway, that's my primary report. Where do you plan to go from here? Are you going? Are you staying? I will tell you I'm not going to let you, you know, summon anyone here outside of the purview of people I have approved, so we don't get to set the trap here. My mother would be furious in a bad way, sort of like your mother gets furious type bad. So we're not going to do that. But
Any suggestions?
I mean, I have another location that's been kind of underwater for a while.
Like, literally?
No, financially.
Oh.
It's like 300% front.
Okay.
have you considered opening an underwater bar? That might be an interesting revenue stream. Maybe we talk about this later.
Yeah, that has more to do with my ability to breathe underwater, I guess, than anything else. But, you know.
Valid, fair.
Still, holding it in an actual stream, not a bad idea.
No, it's not. I mean, I have a lot of, like, seaside or stream side locations. But anyway.
I'm sure Stuart's wife has a lot to tell you about income streams and lakes and creeks and rivers.
Yeah, that's true.
So is it, you know, kind of burn it down for the insurance money kind of bar, or?
Oh, no, it's just in a bad part of town. There's just, like, a lot of bars around. It was a bad idea to put in another bar.
Okay.
But the property was cheap at the time. I now know why.
Okay.
Just like morning Starbucks.
Yeah.
I feel maybe a kebab shop,
Oh, I do like a kebab.
buttermilk kebab shop.
A camel buttermilk kebab shop?
There are not many bars around. Having tapas or kebabs isn't the worst idea.
I love a good kebab.
If the bar survives whatever shenanigans you're about to pull, that is.
yeah, I mean,
we're not having a great track record right now on boss staying standing. Not your fault. Just collectively, that seems to be what's happening right now.
Yeah. I mean, I can text my guys to go ahead and clear out the storage area so I don't have any what little revenue loss and also the actual money loss. If we just want to go there.
Yeah,
Should we? Do we? How is that where we shut the trap?
I think so.
Yeah, if we alert someone to our presence, I think at this point, even if we don't like set the trap per se, someone's going to show up.
Right.
Since the last time, people just showed up outside my other bar.
And I think it makes it a little more plausible that we'd be there, you know? Not a weird location. We don't want to tip anybody off.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
We'll target for your bar.
To Black Rose number 7. Let's go.
Do you happen to have an extra bag of holding or something, or even a haversack or something handy like that?
You got a carpet bag?
Let me.
I'm just thinking if we put the we don't want to put the real one and the fake one in the same.
Yeah, no.
Well, that seems like a bad idea. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can drum up some sort of haversack or a bag, briefcase, something.
They don't look that much alike.
Right, but right.
You want to see? You want to see it?
Yeah, okay.
Ta-da! And it's like,
Oh, that's upsetting.
and like Theo kind of moves around on it. That's nice, right?
Yes, that's very disturbing.
It's convincing. I certainly don't want to touch it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Priscilla will find you another satchel of holding somewhere deep in the family vaults, as it were.
We should put the actual book into that one.
Okay.
Because they're used to us with the briefcase.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do we want to bring it with us? Will it be okay if we leave it here?
I mean, you're certainly welcome to leave it here. I can put it in one of the vaults until someone. I guess the question is, should I put it away and only wait for you to retrieve it, or if Glitch or a Solar on Glitch's behalf shows up, should I just hand it off to them? What are your instructions? I'm happy to keep it safe. I just want to know what parameters of. I'm expecting that you all are going to come back, but in the event that something happens, what's the directive?
I mean, maybe if there's like a password or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also worry that if we leave it on its own for too long, it'll just disappear.
Well, it does. He does have to say that. I can do something evil in the next 10 days. I'm a spy. I'm sure I can go stab a guy. It'll be fine.
I mean, we're about to stab several guys, probably.
Well, we are doing it for the greater good, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I could just go stab someone for the fun of it.
Okay.
I have zero moral compunctions. I am what one would call true neutral. If one had to put it on sort of a 9-square grid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do any of us need to worry about waking up in the morning
Usually.
Today?
in order to
Sure.
maintain?
We have established that my family is terrifying, right? The fact that you stayed this many days, you're probably fine. Nobody's stolen anything, right?
Not to my
Not I'm aware of.
knowledge.
Look at Taz.
Not from your family.
And that's what we call a loophole here in the Feywild.
Nope.
As
So,
you-
if I stole something and then Taz stole it, would I get in trouble?
Depends on what it was, how badly they wanted it back, and whether Taz knew you stole it in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Intentions are very important, as are contracts. Speaking of contracts, here, have some bits just in case.
Ooh.
Thank you, Red Dead Coquette.
Thank you.
And I think I also saw thank you for mine.
Oh.
I'm on the
Wow.
wrong screen. I just happened to put these at the corner.
Wow.
So we're gonna teleport. We're gonna plane shift. Somebody's gonna send us to this,
I can plane shift you all.
Okay.
and we be ready for a fight. As soon as
We
we
need
get
an amulet of plane
Probably.
shifting.
I can work on getting you one of those. My whole family is also planeswalkers, so we probably got a few just lying around from when we were training. When I was a child, before I could just, step through, I had to, boost.
I mean, it's crazy with all the magic you guys got. You never figured out how to use vents.
Vents
Do you
don't
have a
work
vent?
like that for us.
You could create a vent for us?
Do my shoulders look like they could fit in a vent?
Oh, vents don't pertain to like dimensions.
I think that's just for you, hon.
I don't. I mean,
They pertain to extra dimensions.
yeah, extra as many dimensions as you need.
You know, ever since you got back from your trip to the astral plane, you have had just this little bit of an aura that's something different. I wonder if Hyacinth imbued you with some of his astral blessing.
Oh, that would explain a lot, actually.
No, I just now thought of that might
yeah.
actually explain a lot of things.
Yeah, that would, winks at camera, explain a lot.
Yeah, he does like to be very subtle and not always tell you, especially since he, doesn't really talk.
Do the communication much.
Yeah, no, it's not really his thing. Anyway, a little plane shift to the bar. We call it a good day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you need to do anything before we go, Stuart?
Do you want to set a password and send it to Glitch and
Yay.
all of that?
Yeah.
Stuart, you come up with the password and don't tell any of us.
Understood.
Wonderful. I shall await your secret message about the password. You can tell me or you can message it to me. I don't care. Whatever's funnier.
Whatever's funnier.
This is the part of the stream where we leave and wait for Thomas to
Think
figure
of
it
a
out.
word.
Hold on, it's gonna be a while.
You guys didn't know that the finale is actually Blood on the Clock Tower. Oh no. Delightful, wonderful. You create a password, you get that all handed off, you gather up all of your various equipment, your new bonus spells. Any sort of like basic gear is easy, like you can refill on like rations, ball bearings, caltrops, like the little here and there type stuff if you want any of that sort of thing.
They've come in handy.
While Priscilla's family is surrounded by like horrifyingly overpowered magic, Priscilla herself only really can do like 3 or 4 things. She is technically a ranger. She's just a ranger with a really eerie bloodline that has sort of given her some bonus traveling powers. You guys round yourselves up. You round up your gear. Priscilla brings you all into like the big, large, like open hallway. Just goes, right, so we can sort of do, I don't know, the very classic is we all just hold hands and stand in a circle, and then I sort of, like, jump you all, but if that's too much touchy-feely, we can just kind of stand here. I just need everybody sort of in this general vicinity, right?
Yeah, there's check up one.
Okay.
You find your wallet in it.
Oh, thanks for holding on.
Yeah,
You're good. And then
this
I hold out my hand to Gemma.
Nothing wrong with a little kumbaya.
Sloane, before you leave, because you're leaving the book with
Yeah.
Priscilla, so she's got that in a like hyper isolated like vault inside of a vault.
Yeah.
Just to keep it somewhere. Do you retrieve your bracelet before you go, or do you leave that with her?
If you're a little concerned,
I think. What?
I could cast a little non-detection on that if you're a little concerned about things.
I think the point is that she knows where I am, and I don't know. Would it be weirder if she didn't know?
All right, well, let me ask you this. You trust them?
No.
Then, well, that didn't go the way I thought it would. I don't know. Say don't worry about it.
I trust her to act in her own best interest. I feel like that's what we all do, right? Like, that's normal.
As long as she's consistent is really the point, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Consistently what, though, in this circumstance? Because that's kind of that's the
Consistently
sticking point.
the head of a thieving organization called the Power and Plunder.
Okay, so if you were like, look, this was actually really high priority, you understand, would that actually, like, would it be a, like, thief to thief? Or would it be a, like, how dare you violate the bond we have where I follow you everywhere with my mind?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't want her to be mad at me because she's scary.
That's not a reason.
I'm not loving this relationship.
Yeah, in
for
the
you,
watch,
babe.
in the watch, we call that domestic abuse.
Yeah, this is
We don't even live together.
this really is getting a lot less smart.
I really liked where you started with this. Now I'm just increasingly more concerned.
I mean, I got a support group. It's called Help My Girlfriend's a Criminal. I really don't.
You have a different.
Are you the support group?
He the support group.
Oh, we're
Look,
so not
we're
qualified
gonna-
to be therapists.
I would say leave it here. If she's mad that you didn't take it,
Then she might kill me.
then she might kill you. We cross that bridge.
And she
when we
won't
come to
know
it.
where you are because you don't have it.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I was gonna say follow
If
your.
she's gonna understand, she's gonna understand, and if she's not, then it's not a relationship worth having.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say follow your heart, but maybe now just follow the brain. And as someone who has the brain that I have, that's saying something. So
You mean none?
None brain.
Zero.
yeah.
Hey, you know.
All right.
Zero is not a negative.
I mean, if you need to, if you need to blame somebody, I'm happy to take the blame and just be like, oh,
Yeah, but then
Taz
she'll
stole
kill
it.
you, and I like
Oh,
you.
don't worry about that. Apparently, we can I'm apparently magical with vents, so like, if she can actually find me, that would be really impressive.
Okay.
A small cadre of servants sort of like tiptoe through the back of this conversation very nervously as we got a raid from Dolly Vanko. Thank you so much for popping by. I know some of you had to raid and run, but we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thanks to anybody who's sticking around. We're in the final episode and we're about to go do a sting with a fake evil cursed book to maybe route out any number of people who are trying to find the team and the book.
I guess I'll leave it here, and then I'll come back for it.
Fine. I mean, truly, that's fine with me. I just want to make sure you had anything you thought you needed.
Yeah.
We'll take good care of it.
Okay.
Unless you die and it's clearly as a result of something that she did, in which case we will storm the prison, kidnap her, and do unspeakable things to her. on
Oh,
your behalf.
it's fine. It's fine. If she kills me, then I probably,
No.
We literally just had an entire conversation with your words she's going to kill you. I know this is
good enough, right?
All right, everybody hold hands.
If she was a boss and you were a worker, would you let the union deal with this?
Oh.
11 modules of unionizing the bad guys, and it finally pays off.
Poof.
Priscilla holds out her hands. She's like, all right, we're going. We're done with it. I'm done. Grabs your hands and casts.
Sloan is just super shell shocked by that.
Yeah, you're gonna auto fail your con save. You're gonna.
Cool.
This is why you don't stand in a circle holding hands.
Taz also did not do good on that con save. Taz did real bad.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Everybody looking like except maybe Gemma.
I got a 19. I don't know.
Oh,
what y'all
I
are
got
talking
15.
about.
Gemma's fine. Huey's fine. Everybody else is not.
Taz was also surprised at her commentary.
I throw
My
up
hair.
prestidigitation, so it like dissipates.
Here's the thing. You have gotten so used to the fact that every time you teleport a plane shift, you just get nauseous, that a lot of you have gotten really good at, like, just pulling the bag out of your pocket or, like, prestidigitation, like, instantly to deal with it, like, solving this problem. Or solving a problem. However, as you all kind of stand up and look around, you realize you have a different problem. Because you are not in Taz's bar.
God damn it.
I knew I should have killed her!
You also look, Priscilla is with you, looking very concerned and confused, and sort of lets go of whoever she was holding hands with, looks down at her hands, sort of like reaches back. She's wearing like day clothes, right? She is not dressed for actual like adventuring particularly. Reaches back, you see kind of the shimmery outline of her quiver appears on her back, and she sort of pulls like almost like a spectral arrow as she like summons her bow. Sort of appears.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Oh wow!
I'm
Stuart's
going
gone
to-
again.
I'm going to follow suit, actually.
As this bow, like, appears in her hand, almost like a packed weapon or something like that would, just sort of like appears. You can see that it is glowing, not like the spectral kind of starshine of her thing. It is like a bright, almost fiery red. And she looks down and she goes, "That's not a good sign, everyone. We should be prepared for an amb." And as she says the word, she drops to the ground with what looks like a very hefty thrown axe between her shoulder blades as she just face plants. I need everyone to roll initiative.
That was my kill, man.
I had to have some reason for you to stay in the fight and not run away, and it's to claim your kill.
Yeah. Just stab, stab, stab. I did it last. Yeah. Got her.
This is why you were gonna let us do all that shit to the book.
Spend as long as you want on the book. It's not gonna matter.
Oh, it was depending on what you guys chose to do and how you chose to use the book was going to determine a lot of
Mamma mia.
possible things.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, did I grab? I don't think I grabbed
My
Priscilla, which is a book.
Just how
Like
much?
I knew it, but I wasn't expecting it in chorus.
I mean, that song was recorded in stereo, so.
It was. You were correct.
We're gonna. I did not bring my actual little ranger with me, so that will be our Priscilla stand-in.
Our Priscilla lay down.
Oh,
Yeah. Just a reminder that she's there.
She's that beat.
Oh, no, she's taken axe before, right?
You
I
are
did not hear axe. And I was like,
Same.
You know,
Whoa, boy.
from behind.
just like,
Huey didn't think that through.
Welcome to the campaign finale. It's getting spicy, y'all. Stay around for the after dark when I tell you about all the things that happened off screen.
It is so much on the table right now, though.
No, it really is. Sorry, I thought I had my little doodads more prepared than I did. Let's see. Yeah.
Look for the little rings. Conditioner.
oh.
I have them all over here. I also have the spell effects over here because I knew we were gonna need them. Here. You wanna get your invisibility ring going?
Oh, these are so cool.
they are very
Yes, they are very cool. I also have our flat spell effects over here for when we need to like measure things.
Days.
I haven't seen those before. Those are so fancy.
Ooh, crap.
Yeah, same, bud.
I know it's the invisible.
Prestidigitonium.
Oh shoot!
That's it.
You and Huey both.
I definitely thought I had dropped some of these, and I did not. I apologize.
You're fine.
Don't take out the cider.
I see.
The far one.
Watch out, guys.
The one
They'll get us a bounding.
Oh, no, I'm not looking behind the DM screen, I swear.
Thomas got up.
808.
Well, I guess I cast a greater invisibility
Make a
then.
wish.
No, he cast one, and you are you casting it on more than just yourself?
Nope.
No, that's just I think
True
that's
friends.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of level 4 spell slots. I'm just saying.
Do your best. Do your
I don't know
best.
what's happening, man.
Taz is darkness. She's fine.
Okay. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Taz could be darkness. Everybody could be darkness right now.
No parents.
You got this, right, Gemma?
Yeah.
Gemma is so excited for everything.
But actually, I'm not going to cast.
Crest.
Cast greater invisibility.
Okay. So you're just are you just casting regular, or are you not invisible at all?
I'm not going to be invisible at all.
Great.
Because it's like, I got to save my magic.
Cool, cool, cool.
Is there a hex in there?
We need you, Gareth.
I'm just curious.
I think there is. I think I've pulled it before. All right.
Oh, hex.
Oh, yeah.
Backwards from last time.
25 to 20.
Narp.
20 to 15.
15.
16.
Shit, I forgot what I rolled.
Next.
That's comforting.
Exit.
Very.
I think that was about the same one.
Well, less comforting.
I haven't put. I'm putting all my guys in after because I need to see where you guys land.
Yeah.
15 to 10.
10.
10. Like these markers for some reason. 10 to 5.
9.
6.
Woo!
Oh no.
Okay.
Maybe it'll just go 1 and then 1 and then 1 and then 1
I
and then
think
1
just
and then we're dead.
go. I think we just go down
One
the
and then
line.
one and then
is
one
how
and then
this
one and then one and then
works.
one and then
So you're gonna.
Maybe they'll get the Mambo number 5 rolls. Nope.
Mambo number 5.
1, 2, 3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. The
A
best numbers.
little bit of slow. No. We've got too many one syllables.
A little
in
bit
here.
of Stewart in my life.
You got a little bit of you by my heart.
Little bit of Huey rolled a 9.
Everybody's been demanding a musical episode at some point. Maybe it'll be tonight.
It's gonna be a jukebox, that's for sure.
Be a jukebox, Huey.
Maybe we can turn Glitch into a jukebox.
Yes. He would love that.
Here.
How many-
And then one very sad person who gets to be
Oh.
over on
Ha
the
ha.
side.
Is he demoralized that he's so low in the order and he just
It's
leaves?
probably Priscilla.
Oh, sorry, no, thank you. Priscilla's at the bottom of the order because she cannot even roll initiative because
No.
she is currently unconscious. So we'll just put her over on the side.
She had initiative before she went down,
she
like
in your book?
emotionally.
No.
No.
I can only have 4 people, and I chose my 4.
Yeah, no, we don't need to worry about her.
So at the top of this a horrible, horrible moment for all of you as you see this happen and you start to realize that something has gone very, very wrong. I'm going to let everyone very quickly make an active, you may make an active perception check to try to get some bearings, or you may make an active insight check to kind of try to figure out what's going on, like what happened to Priscilla and where that came from. And providing options depending on what you think is most useful to you. At the moment.
Either one for that?
No, you could do perception to try to get general bearings. You may do insight to try to figure out what's up with Priscilla. If you would like to pitch me something else, in this moment, I will hear. I will hear an argument. For...
Are we still abiding by the rules of not getting lower than our passive?
In this case, they are all active checks because you have essentially fallen into an ambush, and a bunch of people got surprise rounds. Only one of them has taken their surprise round so far. But I'm giving you guys the benefit of you knew something bad could happen.
I'm guessing I can't confuse them with a very bizarre dance.
No one can cast any spells. This is just, you can make some checks to try to gain some information before a bunch of other people start attacking you.
19 to find out what happened to Priscilla.
19 on insight. You look at Priscilla. She does have an axe lodged in her back. That does not seem like it would be enough to take her down. So you are pretty sure that while the axe is, not great for her, you think she got hit with a spell at the same time. You think she probably got hit with some sort of spell, and the combo of the two, it might have even been a planned attack of the axe hiding the spell hit to confuse matters. Would be your best guess. Anyone else?
I got a 12, so
12 on insight.
Yeah.
Okay. You and Stuart are both able to kind of quickly be like, that's not right.
Can I make an argument for stealth? To don't want to know what's happening, but I want to move away from where I currently am.
Roll me a luck check. If you get 10 or higher, I will allow you to sort of make a movement in the midst of this surprise round.
That is a 12 on the die.
Great. I will allow you 15 feet of movement to just like get out of the circle, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm assuming my figurine is the one with the swords right
yeah.
there.
You are currently standing in the order which you are sitting. So we have Stuart, who's
copy.
invisible, Gemma, Sloane, Taz, and Huey.
Yeah. If she can just boop back behind that tree or something, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you can just pop over there and just be like, out of the cone!
You're like, nope, thank you.
Don't stand in a group.
Nope.
Gemma or Huey, did you want to roll for anything? Did you?
I mean, unless I can be like, stop, and use persuasion, then,
you don't have enough information to know where anything is.
Yeah,
so.
no, exactly. So
if you want,
I got a 9 perception.
9 perception. I mean, 9 perception is at least good enough to like that wherever that thing came from that hit Priscilla, it's somewhere back here.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is a little bit obvious, but like confirmed. How'd you do?
Could I use strength to drag Priscilla out of there behind another tree?
You would have to wait. That would be like you would need a full action.
In that case, I'd like to use perception to figure out where the hell those things came
Yeah.
from.
Roll me a perception check and see if you can get any more information about what's going on.
That was very caught.
I was like,
Why did the dice
I have
hate
too
me
many
today?
dice in my tray, and they also get jumbled.
12.
12. Okay, I mean, you look around. You like somebody's got to be over here. You hear some sounds, and you suspect that there's probably something happening over here, as well. What you were all able to generally get in this like quick flash, maybe not Tess, because Tess just immediately runs. It's like don't care. But what you are all able to glean in this like very quick moment of like what is happening, is that you seem to be somewhere in a forested area that has ruins. Like all of these things you're saying, like there seem to be some general ruins around the area. It is not a place that you immediately recognize or can identify like from memory. The architecture seems to be in line with the area you come from, the like Varkenheim area. So there is a possibility that you are somewhere near Varkenheim. So that, that's something. At least your bones will be buried in your homeland.
this isn't my home.
Some surprise round rolls are going to happen. I'm just going to quickly roll and see if anybody even remotely looks like they're going to be able to do anything. So far, no. Ooh, you're able to do something. Okay, great.
Oh.
One, a bunch of arrows whiz by your heads and very badly miss overall. I have to double check. Make sure I am doing this. Welcome to the day of I have enough stat blocks to make up for every fight we haven't done in this book.
Yay.
It's all of the fights at one time.
You
don't get to skip anything in this book, actually.
No. Surprise.
You have to make it up later like school.
We do have to do the murder basement.
Sorry, I'm double checking that I got my. Yeah. Okay. Sloane.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that is you. You feel like a little bit of a migraine growing in the back of your brain, but not the normal kind of migraine. The kind of migraine that you're pretty sure only happens when someone's trying to read your mind.
Ow. And I'd actively start conjuring up the silliest possible images.
Cool. I'm going to have you make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. As the headache tries to burrow deeper past your, like, worm coat.
4.
Great. Beneath your, like, visualizing all of your party members doing, like, the goofiest TikTok dances that you can imagine to just try to distract.
Yeah.
What is, like, the underlying, like, right below the surface, what is the, like, most underlyingly prominent thought in Sloane's mind?
Oof.
It's a trap.
I think Sloane is still worried about leaving the bracelet.
Okay.
So underneath I'm trying to cover my thoughts, there's a mix of fuck, Priscilla, oh my god, and then the bracelet, oh god, is she going to be mad at me? All of that.
Yeah. Okay. It's just that turning the continuation of
Yeah.
like honestly the conversation that got interrupted by this plane shift and this jump attack.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. That is going to bring us to the top of the order proper. That is the end of the surprise round. They really 3, a 2, a 2, a 3, and a 16.
They must have all just like got off break or something. Like, oh,
like, oh, they're here.
Oh wow, jeez.
What a surprise is you all.
Yeah, pretty much. It was I was expecting them to do better, and I don't know why I was expecting that. But now we're at the top of the main one. You see it pops up over here. Pretend like there's a lot more like rubble and rocks and things that people can hide around.
Got
I
it.
didn't, we're doing a little bit of hand waving. I only have so many
It's so
tiny
messy
stones.
here.
They cast greater visibility on the rocks, so we don't know where their cover is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good job.
we're just
Eddie.
walking around. Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone just keeps tripping over invisible bad guys and invisible compatriots, and like nobody knows what's happening. Great. Gemma,
Yeah.
you are going to take 8 piercing damage as an arrow shunts into your shoulder.
Okay.
And Huey, you are also going to take 8 piercing damage as another arrow goes into your shoulder.
Oh, I was about to say, could I use my reaction?
That's the only one
to
that is unclaimed. Okay.
cut that down with cutting words?
If you would like to cutting words, that you
I believe I will.
I would like to.
If I can remember how much it is, that
and
I
you would
can
like,
roll.
and you may hellish rebuke. Everyone's just going to immediately trash all my guys.
Yeah. We're
you
not built
guys.
for
Don't worry,
combat.
I'll mess mine up.
We're not built for combat.
I mean, if we
We're not built for combat. We're all gonna die. That was less than 6.
But if we immediately trash all the guys, are we kind of not built for combat? Real catch 22 there.
Stuart's totally built for combat.
I was going to say, negotiation is always an option. It's just not necessarily one that is going to consistently work, right? Like, that's the deal.
I was gonna say, sneak attack is built for combat. That's about all I got.
So I only subtracted 3.
Okay.
I'm guessing that still hits.
Is that taking it off the roll?
Yes.
What is your current AC?
My current is 16.
It does still hit.
Damn.
Sorry, they're really good.
Ouchie.
They're really good at what they do. That's why they got hired.
Why do I even bother rolling die?
Who has the haversack right now?
That is actually a really good question. We should establish who has what items. Who has the haversack and who has the briefcase? Because I'm assuming you still have the briefcase, but it just doesn't have the bad book in it.
I would love to have a haversack.
Yeah, I think I would trust you with the haversack.
Stuart just pickpocketed the haversack when he went
The
invisible.
briefcase has been bopping
What?
back and forth
Ugh.
between us, so I feel like one of us
I
probably has.
I trust Stuart with Theo.
He needs to make a deck save.
Jeez.
Alondra.
It was just.
Jeez. Whatever.
I always give you back your wallet.
How much damage did you say that was again? Was it 6?
It was 8
few
total.
coins
Thank you.
short.
How do you think I keep some of the food free?
Sorry, double checking.
Gotta subsidize.
16 on the die.
He does not
so
make it. He's going to take 38 fire damage.
What?
Look, I can.
Wait, sorry, which stat am I?
Dexterity?
So that's a total of 20.
Oh,
He does
okay.
make it,
Then
yeah.
he does make it. Then he takes half of that.
Ow.
Give it to me, baby.
Half of 38.
Half of 38. God, you're so strong now.
No, that's just Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah. Half of 38, 15, 16, 18. Okay, great. Welcome to a math stream, friends.
It would be 19.
It would be 19. Fine.
round down?
17? Shit.
Yeah.
What do you say it was 38?
Half of 30 is 15. Half of
19.
8 is 4. So
19.
19.
Na, 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 19.
Great. That's his turn, I believe. Yeah, you see some mystical glowing in his fingers, like maybe he's casting one of those rangery spells that does rangery things. Or maybe he's just holding on to one that he had previously cast. Hard to tell. You didn't really get a good look, because a lot of things happened when you couldn't see anybody. That's going to bring us to Sloan with Taz on deck.
Okay. Did Priscilla look like she was dead?
Priscilla appears to be unconscious, but
Downed.
you would say she is down. It is hard to tell without having a better sense of what she got hit with besides the axe. If that is downed like she is incapacitated or if she is like in death saves equivalently.
Okay. All right.
You would probably need to take a little more time to do a little more investigation to sort that out.
Okay. Before we left the Feywild,
Yes.
Sloane, this is all flavor, by the way.
Yeah.
Sloane took some time and crafted little pins for everybody and didn't tell them, like, what they were for, just handed them out and was like, here, put these on. Stuart's looks like the main entrance to Varkenheim, whatever that looks like, with like a watchtower on it. Gemma's looks like a really pretty gem. Taz's looks like a gold coin. And Huey's looks like a guitar pick. And how many people can I do this to? Don't take it off, and something might happen or it might not happen. And I think, let's see, who do we want to do this to? Let's go with Stuart and anybody else. I feel like Stuart needs to be blessed. I can bless 2 more people.
I'd say those two.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Despite my crap.
Like, you two are going to be way more effective in this fight than I am. So,
fair enough.
yeah.
Okay.
Okey-doke.
So Stuart's, Taz's, and Huey's pins all glow a little bit, and then like a little hi, I'm a blessed pin. Don't forget. I'm gonna remind you how to do better, okay? And they are blessed. Functionally, you can add a D4 to stuff. I don't know what that stuff is. Hold on. Attack roll or saving throw. In game, it offers you advice on what you should do. It's like Siri or what is the fairy from Zelda?
Navi.
Navi. Thank you.
Listen.
Or Tattle, if you're in Majora's Mask.
Oh, yes, Tal.
Yes.
Or Fee? Fi? Is there any-
Fi, yeah. Or Try,
Mm-hmm.
if
Like
you're
those.
in Echoes of Wisdom.
Great. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna kneel down next to Priscilla, and if I can with my bonus action, try to figure out what is wrong with her.
Medicine check.
I'm not good at this. 1.
You're pretty sure she's dead.
Sloane just like screams in the
No.
middle of the battlefield.
While that's funny, you are smart enough to know she is not a. You just can't figure. Like
Okay.
you come to the conclusion that
You don't know-
that
I
others
don't know
have that
what's
like
wrong.
you're like there was magic involved. I'm pretty sure, like magic or poison or something. You don't know if this is a sleep spell.
Yeah.
If this is like a stun. Like what you know,
Sure.
like could be any number of things. You're kind of scrambling
Okay.
because you're getting fired at from a bunch of different angles for sure.
Can I have the concentrated condition so the
Yes.
concentrating condition so that I know?
And in the meantime, Taz, it is your turn.
I would love to climb up in this tree.
Like a cat.
Unfortunately, Taz is extremely high dex, but yeah, that too.
Sure. Yeah. What is your base dex?
My
I know it's insane.
base dex is a +5 now.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just do it. I'm not gonna make you roll
Yeah,
for
I
this
was
one.
gonna say lovingly, I've got a +10 on that.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you can just do that with your movement.
Second
It's
story
fine.
work. I got all 9 yards.
Oh,
on that
yeah.
bad boy.
Totally. Yeah. No. Yeah, you look at this tree and you're like, I can climb that. Like,
Yeah, so she's up there. Can I don't
Pretend
know.
like there's some scraggly branches that she's
I was
hiding
just
in.
gonna ask, like, how bad is cover up here? If I can,
it's a little
target
bit
someone.
like it's some scraggly branches. There's some like half dying leaves, so
Okay.
you're not gonna have like full cover. People still are gonna know you're there, but you can have height advantage to like shoot down and to get like a little bit better perception of like what's happening in this area.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not like blocked through a big old thick tree.
No. You
Great.
plenty of shooting room.
Cool.
Or stabbing room.
I would love to throw a dagger.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
if somebody comes in close, it's not the worst plan.
No, did pretty shit on that. Can I use a bit?
You can add D4.
Oh, D4. What am I doing?
Yeah, you're blessed.
Bless it first.
Blurst.
Bless it up.
No. And that's a 9. That's a 17 to hit.
Do you want to add more to that, or do we want to test it out?
I would like to. I think testing it out is okay for now.
Cool.
On our.
The one guy you spotted.
I was gonna say at least one guy I spotted. I don't know if there's anyone nearer that she can spy.
With her little eye.
With her elf eyes, with her drow eyes.
A post check.
Okay.
Active perception versus my deception.
All right.
You're gonna get it.
Nope. That was
Unless you nat one, you have it.
Oh well, that was out of the.
No, that was out of the box. Yeah.
Add a D4.
Yeah. So well, I mean, it's 18 without even doing anything.
Yeah, he got a 3 on his.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
My perception is quite good.
Yeah,
until
no,
you put me
okay.
in like the desert.
So, you must honor the roll that you made for the 2 hit, but I will let you choose if you want to aim at this guy or if you want to aim for the other rogue who is up in the other tree. Who you just
Taz traveled up
spotted.
this tree, whip pan fire.
Hey, there's a guy behind you. There's a guy back there.
You absolutely hit him. Like you see he's like prepping his bow and it just goes and he's like, ow! And then he looks and you're just like looking at each other through the trees.
Good. Okay. Hold that thought. Let me reread. So was he surprised enough that I got a sneak?
Sneak, you have to have advantage or have somebody
Because as far as I know, no one's around him, so I don't have that.
No one is around him that counts for the. You know what? I'm gonna say you got advantage by being able to see through his disguise. So sure, you can have sneak attack.
2, 4.
Let's make it fun. Let's make do epic.
He's dressed like the Tree of Life from the Wiggles. He's got like the little leaves stapled.
He's wearing brown leathers instead of black leathers, but he's got like twigs stuck in them to try to blend in with the tree. It was kind of effective until Taz got advantage.
33.
Oh my god. Okay. He didn't like that. Oh boo.
Yeah, that's my deal.
Great. Cool. That's gonna be his turn.
Bonus action hide.
One with the tree.
Yeah.
Great. Great. He, as much as he wants vengeance, he also is tactically actually pretty smart, and so he is going to fire at Gemma,
Yeah.
who has not taken a turn yet.
Correct.
Great. That is definitely going to hit you. That's a 21.
Yeah.
7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
13.
You're also going to take 24 poison damage.
Bobula.
Oh no.
Still throwing up from the tone.
Throw up for the teleport. I was fine.
Yeah.
You join the rest of us.
I mean, I'm
All green.
really sad that this poor guy couldn't have done. He had such a good opportunity to do something much cooler, but he did not succeed at that. So, oh well, that's what he gets for hiding for his whole first turn.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. Great. That was him. Next up is also me. I have to pay attention to my own order of operations. What do I want to do? What's fun? What's fun here? What's gonna make you guys the most sad? You guys can talk amongst yourselves while I'm looking up what this guy's doing. I mean, I understand if you don't want me to know.
We
what
have to keep our text
think so.
sequence.
Yeah.
I have a quick thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to use Haldor's heroic aura, but it doesn't have like as an action on it. It just says your bravery exudes confidence. All friendly creatures within 10 feet of you gain +2 AC and +2 to all attacks for 10 minutes. Can I just do that whenever, or do I have to do it on my turn?
I am going to rule, especially since it's not making you like burn an action or something, I am going to rule that you can do it for free, but you must do it on your turn.
Copy that.
I feel like we had a conversation about this exact card, about the fact that we're like, oh, it doesn't indicate if this is just like a freebie or not, which is fine if it is. I just was like, I remember us having a chat about this.
It's not a mistake. It's a happy accident.
So yeah.
Oh, great.
People have notes out there about my.
It's called playtesting. We actually did a lot of it, but sometimes other stuff comes up in different use cases. Use them at your table, the deck of inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, I have to. Yeah, okay, that feels about right.
Yeah, if you have a problem with it, rule it however you want to rule it at your table.
It's a game. It's a made-up game.
Oh my god, what?
I'm sorry to break it to you.
What? I thought it was real.
Y'all hear some chanting coming from off the direction of these ruins.
Gross.
As you
No, thanks.
now see this guy appear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine.
He seems to come with magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking me. Yeah, and see, he does in fact come with magic, as a bunch of you suddenly are enveloped in fire.
Yeah. That's one big wall of fire.
Directly through.
But it's not a burning ring of fire.
You could have made it a burning
It's a burning wall of fire.
Oh, well, actually, I don't think you can make it
double
a
checking.
ring. I think you have to make it straight.
Yeah.
During Pride Month?
Homophobic. Your wall of fire is homophobic.
He's gay.
He looks straight to me.
He's a little wibbly.
He's trying things out.
Yeah.
Like all of us, he's just experimenting. Great. Everybody who is in this line, which I'm gonna rule is basically everybody who's in that spot. Gemma, I think, might be just enough to the side of it. Is going to need to make, I believe it is a dexterity saving throw. Yes, it is.
Yay.
Don't forget that D4, buddy. Blurs.
Oh,
Get blurs.
cool.
No, you'll do
Yeah, you hear
Okay.
you hear from your little guitar pick. A little more to the left.
Can I use a bit, please?
Don't
Use
forget
a
your
bit.
bless. Did you do
I
bless?
did use the
Okay.
bless, which makes the bit come into play.
Yeah.
Which makes it a bit worth spending. Yeah.
Worth be blursed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use evasion.
That was a 6, so
What did you get on there?
4 on the die, 4 on the bless,
Yeah.
6 on the coin.
Yeah, from the
Hey.
little watchtower,
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Stand back.
So what did you make, Stuart?
18.
18?
I'm gonna use evasion
Okay.
from my ring of evasion.
Great.
I have 2 more charges.
What'd you get?
22.
Great. Priscilla auto fails because she's unconscious. Cool.
Whoops.
Anybody who, I think everybody got above a 16, which means, lucky you're only going to take 10 fire damage. I did not roll as well as I could have on that.
And concentration.
Yeah. Anybody who is concentrating. Checks.
No.
I know. I got higher on the blessed die than I did on the D20.
Oh my god! Oh no!
I am blessing you so much.
Great.
It's like words of encouragement.
No, because these
So
pins
you
were made
are no longer
in the
invisible.
Feywild.
Correct. That is a
They are Fey.
7.
Yeah, no, you are no longer visible. You appear and you're burning.
18
18.
on my concentration.
What a nightmarish
fu-
sight.
You are still concentrating. As all this flame rises up around you, your enemies starting to pop out of the snow like daisies. There's no snow here, it's just regular ground, but that's how the phrase goes. I think in this moment, as you all realize that, like, this was a severe ambush, yes.
I do have evasion.
Would you like to use it?
Yes, use evasion.
Yes.
Great.
You just use evasion.
Yeah,
just-
you don't.
So I
you
take
just-
no damage.
I believe that is
And
correct.
So I-
you're
yep.
still invisible.
Don't have to
Wait,
make a
do I
con
take-
save.
Damage, even if I
Let
use
me double check the language of
Yeah.
evasion.
Yeah.
When you are subject to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, and only half damage if you fail.
Is that? I'm wondering if that's the case for the ring of evasion too, or if it's.
I believe it is the same. I believe it's the
Okay,
same ruling.
so I take no damage.
No damage, no con check,
Yay.
Well,
invisible.
correct. Okay. All right.
Thank Woohoo!
You maintain invisibility, but that was a real close call.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, buddy.
And as you look around and you realize this was very clearly an ambush. You're not sure who, you're not sure how, but this is bad. That is where we're going to take a break. Please stick around. Come back soon.
That means
We're going to take a quick little pause to refresh our beverages and change our underwear after this surprise attack, and then we will be right back.
Surprise.
Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends, and welcome back to the finale of Keys from the Golden Vault. We are in the midst of a combat. Our team was attempting to go catch a bad guy and instead got ambushed by a redirected plane shift. Before we jump back right into the middle of initiative, we received some bits from Vanna Loswin. Risha supporting their team in spirit. We have 5 bits, 1 for each of you.
Hooray!
You do not. You can share amongst yourselves. It's still a pool, but you can each have an emotional support bit, just like my emotional support outhouse mimic.
Which is currently on the map.
It is on the map.
I watched Alondra put it on right before we started and was like, I almost forgot.
I did. I would have felt so bad. I pulled so many more minis than I'm gonna actually need, you guys. I have so many things sitting back here because I was like, oh, what if they take these things down too fast? I don't. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie though, the idea of this outhouse being in the middle of these ancient ruins is
There's just always a weird shed somewhere, and everyone's like, why is that here again? Is it following us?
Hey, it meets OSHA
We should
compliance,
introduce
right?
it to the boot.
Yeah. Oh no.
Jumping back into our combat, this wall of fire is now causing some problems. However, nobody got hurt except the person who was already down. So, I mean, fun for me, I guess, but less fun than it would have been. And now it is Stuart's turn with Huey on.
Stuart is going to run 30 feet, getting away from the wall of fire, 30 feet towards the spellcaster.
30 feet towards the spell. Oh my god.
There is a 30-foot one in there.
Yeah, this was faster.
Okay.
So, I will get it. I will get it to ref.
And then you may need that. And then I will cast as a bonus action a Misty Step and go 30 feet to an unoccupied space directly behind that spellcaster.
Ooh.
Does your invisibility go away with
It does not. Because it is not a concentration spell. And then I would like to backstab this guy with my rapier.
Okay.
Wow.
Spicy.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
So
But
whenever
you're gonna
you
stab him anyway.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
you would lose it when you misty step, but
Because
even
it's
if you
casting
didn't,
a
you
spell.
would lose it when you attack.
But then you're behind him,
You're behind
so
him
it
already.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he
you're already
doesn't
sneaking
know.
up on him.
So I don't get sneak attack.
Because you are coming out of invisibility as you land when you stab, I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Don't ever let it be said I didn't do anything
That
for
means
you.
that I have advantage.
And add bless.
God darn it.
Add bless, add bless.
Worse.
Okay.
Add a bit.
Hold on. 19.
That's it, Stuart. Just a little to the right.
19 will hit.
Yes.
Just like, how do you know?
They're tight.
So many dice.
Oh well.
No.
10, 12, 16 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Made Theo like slightly sentient, so whatever Sloane makes in the Feywild is slightly sentient.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I should roll a 10.
As I say, yeah, 16 points of piercing damage, and he does maintain his concentration. So there's still a great wall of fire. Cool.
Great
Cool.
wall of
That
fire.
is going to bring us to Huey.
I do also, while I'm up there, go, hey Tash, look at me.
You do not see the leaves.
I don't know where you are, but you should look over here.
Over here.
And now for lessons in hiding.
Anyway, that is your turn, Huey.
So I'm gonna scooch a bit. Maybe do a little half cover behind that tree where Taz is.
Taz no longer gets a turn because I can't keep anything on the board. Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Priscilla. My brain pooped itself for a second. I'm going to use third level so I can give her 3d4 plus 5 health.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of that, okay.
Do it anyway.
Let's do it.
Go, 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 go.
You're really making me...
Heal.
That is a 13.
13.
You had 858.
To be fair, I was gonna have to ask Thomas to get up anyway because my monitor's on the fritz, and while I am not affected by strobing lights, the strobe effect is distracting. So he is trying to fix that. for all of us. Great. Sorry, say that he was 14? 13. Great. Okay. I have to note that. Where's your card?
And for my action, I'm actually going to use blah 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 blah. 3 blasts of Eldritch Blast on Magic with Magic Sin up there.
Okay.
You roll for all 3 of those.
You're going for this, buddy?
Yep.
Okay.
Bing, bang, boom.
That's not gonna go well.
Pew, 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 pew.
Actually, not terrible. I am definitely gonna use Bless though. Can I use? I'm able to use Bless on all
Attacks.
those, right?
Yes.
Hooray!
On every single one.
Okay. Color coordinate. You jerk. Double jerk. So that is 15.
Hits.
Then everything else is higher.
Great.
I don't even know what the heck I rolled. I can't math right now. Okay, and I'm going to use Surgical Strike, which deals maximum damage on a single melee spell or range attack.
Okay.
So that is going to be 30 damage on the Magic Caster.
Okay. That is going to only count for, I think, one of the blasts.
It's one cast. I would argue that it's one cast with 3 bolts. In the way that, like, if you were doing it with Magic Missile or Scorching Ray or...
Sure, okay. Yeah, now that you... I haven't used Eldritch Blast in a long time, so I guess, yeah, it's all within one cast. So, yes, it'll... All of them in total, so it's going to be your maximum, so it'll be 30 total?
Yep.
Great. Ow. That was unpleasant. For him. Cool. Anything else from Huey?
I guess, can I try to perceive more enemies in the area?
No.
Okay.
Only because you don't need to. Because the very next guy to go.
Yeah.
Let me find it real quick. Da-da-da. Do I have the right... Is that the right guy? I think that's the right guy. That looks okay. Yeah, because the next guy to go actually pops up right behind you.
Oh.
And is going to not really enjoy all the damage you just did to the guy up on the tower.
Too damn bad!
Crap, I should have raged.
Yeah, you probably should have. He's going to fire 3 bolts of light at you. Lowest is a 14.
Does not hit.
Next up is an 18.
I can't. Reactions restart when the round starts over, when my turn happens.
Your turn.
Your turn.
I'm going to use another cutting word on that one.
Okay.
Not going to work, but damn it. Yeah, just cut it down to 16. So unfortunately, that meets my armor class.
Okay, so this one and the last one that I rolled that is stupid high are both going to hit. You're going to take 36 radiant damage.
And I had a spell that gave... Oh! 36, you said?
36.
We're all gonna die.
Wow, Alondra's finally gonna get her TPK.
We're all gonna
If I can take one person down, I would just feel good because it so rarely happens. Unless I'm casting Fireball on myself.
That inspector guy will be fine eventually.
I mean, the steel guy won't be.
No, he's gone.
Ignatius just yeeted himself.
Ignatius has seen things.
He has. Many, many things. Great. That is, I think that's my cultist's entire, I mean, he's just gonna, like, boink himself back behind the tree with his movement just for a little bit more
valiant,
cover.
brave cape, though.
Mm-hmm.
I have a box that is specifically minis that are easy to identify on a large battlefield for, like, using as random PCs and stuff like that, so I just brought them and tried to pick people in different colors that I could keep track of. But yeah, he's having a good time. That is gonna be Gemma!
Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack your cultist friend, so I wanna back up this way, so I can see him. No. I want to be away from the firewall. So just like straight back. Yeah. Thank you. And then I'm gonna use this now because I feel like somehow it will not work for me again after this
Getting to the
round.
next round is going to be
Extra regeneration when consumed. This potion deals 2d8 plus 5 HP. At the beginning of each of your turns, you heal 2d8 plus 5 HP for 1 minute.
And I'm assuming that is a
Broken.
bonus action to drink it.
Yeah, I'll do. Okay. We'll do bonus action healing
Okay.
potions.
And then I'm gonna blast this guy a few times.
Then I started blasting.
Pew, pew. My lowest is a 15.
Sorry, I have to make sure I'm on the right dude. Meets it, beats it.
Great.
So,
Great. That's gonna be 18, 21 plus 15 is 36 plus 4 is 40 force damage. No, sorry. 36 of it is force damage, 4 of it is bludgeoning.
ow!
Yeah. I'm a wink at him.
Concentration.
He's about to be very mad, and then he just looks confused.
That's my turn.
Great.
Oh, that actually is a good question. Did him getting hit those times ruin his concentration on the wall of fire?
That guy. No.
Damn.
I'm double checking. Oh, fascinating. Good to know. Okay, I'll keep that in mind if anybody groups up. These guys were really smart and they spread out. Cool. Cool. Something happens. Nobody sees what it is. And then Priscilla is going to very unsteadily stand up. She's blinking a lot. She looks very dazed and not quite herself, which is saying something because she hasn't really looked like herself since about the first time you guys met her. She sort of blinks, looks around. Sloan, you're nearest. She just kind of looks at you and gives you, like, doesn't even ask the question, just kind of looks at you with the, like, what the hell happened face. And I'm going to see if she has come to herself enough to be able to get... Nope, she does not. She is unable to make an attack this turn. But she is up and technically conscious. And that is going to bring us around at the top of the order. Which is my guy with Sloan on deck, followed by Taz. My wonderful shooty boy is going to do what shooty boys do and shoot. That's gonna be 16 damage to Stuart.
Except
Okay.
critical deflection. When you are hit with an attack, you may instead deflect it to a creature within 10 feet of you, other than the attacker.
Okay.
Of which our
push it off on your boy?
stupid guy will take damage and have to make a con save.
nice.
Okay.
Was that one attack or was that multiple?
That was 2 attacks.
So one of them gets
One
pushed
of them
off.
will get affected. Yeah, I mean, it's the same amount of damage because for some of these I'm doing average, and for some of them I'm rolling if it's like high level stuff. Okay, great. So one of them will get deflected. I can do math. That's that. It's only 8. He easily passes his con save, and then you will take 8 from the second attack.
Okay.
And then this guy is going to...
And I can do that every round, I yell.
He yells back, "You gotta stay up to use it!" Yeah, he'll just like pop down this way.
As it passes by the outhouse, it devours them whole.
No, he didn't touch that thing. He knows better. You don't touch random sheds in the middle of nowhere in the woods. It's a bad idea for multiple reasons. Sloan, that is your turn with Taz on deck.
Yarp.
Yeah, I don't like any of this. Can I see the guy in the tree?
Make a perception check versus his deception.
No, I cannot see the guy in the tree.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 10.
You can. He nat one.
Oh!
This is why only the DM gets to just declare when things happen.
I also forgot that I have good perception. I thought that I just rolled a flat 5, so...
His deception's pretty good, but he did roll a nat one, probably because he and Taz are like posturing at each other, or rather, he's trying to get Taz to posture at him, and Taz is staying perfectly still, one with the tree.
Yeah.
And so his is rattling more.
I do want to move away from the fire.
Where you want to go?
If I take Priscilla's hand, can I drag her with me and use only half my movement?
I would let you use half your movement and carry her along with you.
Okay, I want to drag her over to the tree. So we're all standing around Taz's tree.
Taz is like, you guys really don't understand how to like.
How high up is Taz? Is Taz
I
more
think
than
Taz
10,
is like
10
30 feet up.
Okay. So
I think
unfortunately...
Taz basically used her entire movement.
My max climb movement is 30.
Okay.
If you want to be lower than that, you can be, but I would assume you took maximum.
You want more AC and +2 to hit, then you might be lower. I'm going to use Halder's Heroic Aura. Okay. Your bravery exudes confidence. All friendly creatures within 10 feet of you gain +2 AC and +2 to all attacks for 10 minutes. Creatures lose this effect if they move more than 10 feet away from you.
Amazing! Everyone glowing in your aura for the time being has these effects. And we got a raid from Reflect Games. Thank you for joining us. We are in our campaign finale. The team got jumped in an ambush as they were going to try to lure everybody out to collect a fake cursed book. And now chaos has ensued, as is true to the name of the channel.
Woohoo! And then I will launch 2 lightning-infused opals at the dude in the tree.
Great.
Fancy.
One is a 16 and one is a 17 on the die.
I believe those are both going to hit, but let me confirm. Yes, his AC is only 15. You got it.
Yay! You got it. 9. Wait, hold on. 17 points of lightning damage, and they both attach to this dude.
Great. For not me. 17. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Cool. Great. Anything else for you?
No. I'm gonna stay here.
Great. It's Taz time.
Great. I would love to hit this man with many damage.
Are you going for? Are you going
tree guy again?
Tree guy. Okay. You do not have sneak attack on him anymore.
Great. That was my only question. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's not going to be many damage.
If you want sneak attack, you can shoot Blaster Man.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Stuart is right.
All right. We'll shoot Blasty Man.
I was like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna dictate how to live your life.
No, that's fine.
I just want you to rattle all the dice.
No, yes, I forgot how close Stuart is to the other guy.
He's like literally almost like backpacked on him, and this dude's like, bro, I know you're there. You're not invisible anymore.
Just doing the Yoda backpacking.
Actually, that's right. You aren't invisible anymore because you've attacked.
Yes.
That is a 24 to hit. I assume
that hits.
22 to hit. Excuse me.
Preemptively roll for some concentration. see how rough it is.
piercing, if that matters.
Sorry, I'm doing some quick math back here. Cool. This guy looks like he could fall off this tower at any moment.
All you gotta do is trip him.
So no one will know.
We'll go all
No
out.
kidding.
We might as well go blaze of glory.
Blaze of glory. Stuart, don't.
Well, if you wanted to blaze a glory, you should have left the fire on.
Yeah, Taz is, she's chill where she is.
You feeling good about yourself?
Yeah,
Weirdly?
if anything of me whizzing an arrow out of the tree gave away my position, she will resettle in a new hidden location.
Yeah, you can kind of like scoot yourself around a little bit just to like
Yeah.
at least be a little bit more like behind a different branch so
Yeah.
that you've got a little semblance of cover. Or
Yeah,
something.
even if I'm not hitting the other guy in the tree, I would like to menace him.
Roll me an
just, like,
intimidation check just for
emotionally.
fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
Intimidation. What do we got? That's a 14.
cool. Yeah, you like look at him, make dead eye contact as you knock your arrow, turn rapid fire into this other guy, absolutely wreck him. The fire disappears. Stuart is like menacingly looming over his man, and he just like turns and he looks back, and you're gone.
This is all I ever wanted for Taz.
You either have an arch nemesis or another phone number at the end of this fight.
That's
Could be
usually
both.
how it goes.
Cool. Speaking of which, it is Tree Guy's turn. My Tree Guy's turn.
Yes. I'm Tree Gal.
Yes, Tree Guy, Tree Gal.
Tree non-binary pal.
Yeah. Or we have yet to see
Hey,
that
tree
pop
guys,
up.
tree gals, and tree non-binary pals.
You know, he's got a couple of options. None of them are great, but I think the greatest one he could do is get his sneak attack by shooting Stuart.
No.
That makes sense.
I do think a tree could be Trey Tramp. Just throwing it out.
I can see it.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Okay.
That's gonna be 18 to hit Stuart.
Does hit Stuart.
Great. You're gonna take 7 piercing damage. You're gonna take 21 piercing damage. I apologize.
Well, I like
Sneak
the
attack.
7 much
No,
better.
no. Sneak attack. We're playing sneak attack rules, baby. 21 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh, I don't like it.
To see if you get poisoned.
I don't like it at all.
That's the point.
11.
Bit
Yes.
bless. Bit and bless.
Okay, hold on. Blessed is 12 bit, please.
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
Approved.
Thank you, Vaneloswin.
A kiss flown from the nose.
16.
16. You will only take half, so you'll only take 12 poison damage.
Ooh, Stuart's not looking good at all.
But he's looking so heroic as he also just these two guys standing on the tower, both like a hand on the wall, like, oh man, oh boy.
And it's only partially from each other.
Yeah. Looking at each other with like a weird sense of empathy, but also mutual hatred. Cool. Tight. Great. That was his turn. Oh, well, that's great. That's still me. Forgot. Sometimes I really hate when all my people end up next to each other, because I'm like, no, I need space so that I have time to switch my toggle and figure out what they're doing. This guy who's standing next to you, Stuart, looks at you. He's looking very, very injured. And he looks at you and he just kind of hisses under his breath at you, like, if you just give me the book first, I can get you out of here.
Okay.
How do we feel about Stuart having the book?
I can get you out of here. I need the book, and I need you to promise that none of those guys are coming with us. And you see he points. He is not pointing at your party. He is pointing at the guy in the tree and the guy hiding in the trees.
Okay. I just say I have the book.
Great. We can talk. I'm so sorry about this. And he is going to smack you with a quarterstaff. That's what I needed to know. Yeah, that's gonna hit. That was like a 21. Thank thankfully, it's only a quarterstaff, and he's pretty messed up. So that will only be 6 damage.
Okay.
Still up?
Okay, I'm still up.
Great.
Still up.
Sadly, he does not have some very good stuff for short range. Oh, that would have been fun, but that also would have been mean. It's fine. If you guys last another round, maybe I'll get to use it. We'll see. Stuart, that is your turn.
All right. I reach into the bag and I pull out one of these. For podcast listeners, that was the middle finger. As Stuart, very hurt, very angry, going all in, is going to cast Thunder Wave at 3rd level.
That's good too.
Shove him up.
I wish I'd checked to see if my guy had Thunder Wave. Oh, that would have been real good.
And I was going to aim him towards the fire, but, you know.
There is a fire.
The ground's still not a bad
You can impale him on a branch.
It is a, it is
Did you
a dex
add your bless?
save. It's a dex save.
Oh.
Is it a dex save?
I think so.
Dex, Constitution saving throw.
Con save. I'll take it.
Oh.
Because you're pushing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That was a 7.
All right. So he is going to take 15 points of damage and be launched 10 feet away from me.
He is going to take 19 points of damage as he's launched away from you and hits the ground. He's gone.
Amazing!
Good push, Stuart.
Bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion of greater healing.
Little
Fair.
tower.
That's valid. Yeah, no, I think that's correct.
The little tower on your lapel goes, yeah, you did it! Chug that healing potion, please. Don't die!
Trying.
Woof. 8 plus 4, 12. It's better than nothing.
Better than a kick in the teeth, which is what you're going to get on your next turn if I have anything to say about it. Great. He's down. That was Stuart's turn. Turn. Fabulous. Great. That is Huey.
Should I focus on getting rid of Tree McTrierson or?
I got him.
Cool. Then I.
Wait, which Tree McTrierson are you talking
I
about?
got this guy. I got Red Cape.
Okay.
Because I'm a little pissed at him.
We've got Ranger, Tree Guy, and McSneaky is what I have labeled.
We've got
Before my turn ends, can I also just run down the stairs a little bit
McOther guy.
to the doorway?
Just kind of get down there. Yeah, sure.
Not quite in front of the doorway. So that I'm just like
So specific.
yeah.
A hand comes out and tries to find you.
Oh no, the mimic's over on the side. Brother.
So how's the guy looking up there?
Tree Guy.
Yeah. Treetop.
I have to double check because I have to see where my guys are. He is. It is hard to see because he is in the tree. He is definitely hurt and seems a little spooked, but he's up. You know.
Ooh, Oh, I could destroy the tree underneath his feet with shatter, but
You could. That would
wanna-
be an option.
I want to save that for something special because I have a feeling this ain't gonna be it. Just it. Even if I want to go for McSneaky, I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to reach him either way.
Are you trying to get into melee with him?
I'm thinking about it.
Barely.
What if he comes on this side of the tree?
You could get to like. We'll call that melee if you want to just run right up on him.
I think you could get it on this side.
On the
if
other
not
side?
that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little closer.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
If that's what you want.
And Huey just lets out a pissed off battle cry
Great.
as a tail grows from him,
Oh, forgot about this.
Good.
and he just runs up to the guy with his axe in hand and takes one big swing at him.
Yeah, you can do it.
Are you sure you don't want him on the other side so you still have straight line of sight?
Oh, I'm assuming I'll go after the other guy.
Okay, because
I'm not picky.
no,
I'll be on the other side.
I'm not picky.
it's. I was gonna say just checking because I'm giving it to him either way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the other side because that also might definitely give me just a tad more cover with the ranger over there.
Sure, that's fair.
I'm gonna
Add your D4.
Yep.
You can do it.
Ooh.
Nice.
That. Ooh. Shh. Shiza, that's a 29.
That will, in fact, hit this guy. In spite of his glowing, radiant aura that seems to surround him.
Also, funny thing, it's actually 23 or 31. 'Cause I forgot I get +2 with the rage. All right, that's
Oh, yeah.
a D12. I know which one a D12 is. I can figure out dice. I swear.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, Grant.
Maybe at some point it'll be true.
Okay, mine was 29.
Oh, now that our guys out.
Okay, that is
Priscilla, you can
8
come to this side.
plus 2 plus 5. So that is 15 damage.
Okay. Great. It's like, I can't find my own notes. All right. This guy does not appear to enjoy that. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think I can really do anything else. Except maybe, wait, no, I already used all my movement. Never mind, I'm done.
Yeah, no, your movement's burned.
Yep.
It was mostly just if you had any like fun bonus actions that you felt like taking. Cool. All right, that is the turn of this guy who you were standing directly in front of. Let me double check what he's doing. That's an interesting possibility. You take 7 points of psychic damage as your headache gets worse.
Wait, when?
This is a reaction.
My
Oh.
headache?
No, his headache that he
Oh.
now has. Yeah, Huey starts to get a headache. You're gonna take 7 points of psychic damage. This is a reaction. And then that is going to be immediately followed by 3 swings at yeah. What's your current AC? Because you got
18.
rage going. Okay. 1 misses, but 2 hit.
Actually, I'm also going to use my tail to deflect one of those attacks.
Great.
So I'm gonna roll a D8 for that one.
Cool.
And that subtracts 3.
Okay, that will be enough to deflect that one. So only 1 is going to hit. You are going to take 5 bludgeoning and 13 radiant damage. Bludgeoning is going to be halved to 2 because you are in a rage. I don't believe radiant is though. I think it's only bludgeoning,
No.
piercing, slashing. So,
Unfortunately not.
so that'll be 15 total. And this is why you took your extra level in barbarian. Those sweet, sweet hit points.
Ironically, I have a spell that would actually probably be better for that radiant damage.
Well, you didn't use it, so
Yeah, well, now I know.
great. That's gonna be Gemma.
Yeah, he stabs Huey and then gets blasted in the side of the face.
Yeah.
I pre-rolled. My lowest is 17. So it's gonna be 23 total force damage. I hexed him. Bonus action hexed him for Dex. Let's say Dex.
Yeah.
And then so that's 6 necrotic and then 4 bludgeoning. That's my turn.
What's your total damage?
23, 29, 33.
Right, that's so much
I
easier
also
math for me
healed. I just don't know if you needed it separated out.
to do. Not for this guy.
And then I also heal.
Yes, make sure you take your healing.
Did it.
Absolutely. Great. Cool. This fight is not going the way any of these folks planned, hilariously. That is Gemma's turn.
Oh, I want to. I know this
Would you
seems.
like to
I want to move a little yeah, I want to move further this way. I don't want to like line up with anybody as much as possible, but I'd like to. Yeah, that's actually a great spot. So I can harass this archer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good. Groovy. Yeah, and you bop over that way. have to double check what this guy has. Great, love it for me. Stuart, you hear a voice behind you say, "So I heard you have the book?"
Good thing you didn't go in that doorway.
That's why it was so funny when you're like, not directly in front of the doorway. I was like, it's not gonna matter.
Okay.
What? No response? Nothing? I thought we could maybe have conversation. You do not want conversation?
Was it the tailor the entire time?
Is that you, Vlad? Totally normal human?
Yes, it is me, Vlad, totally normal human man. You have recovered the book? My order has secretly been on a mission to recover and destroy this book for
Oh, boy.
decades. Centuries, even.
Oh, okay.
You do not have to engage with this if you don't want to.
Okay.
Great. Cool. As you have this little bit of conversation. I'm double checking the
cool.
thing real quick. Yeah, okay. Cool.
How many are there in there?
Of I am here to watch, but the other members of my order are on the way. You know, in case we need backup, yeah?
Right, yeah, okay, Information.
Great. It is Priscilla's turn. We're gonna roll to see if she is able to act on this turn. She gets herself together. She can act on this turn. She is going to again look around. She still looks a little bit like dazed and bewildered and just kind of looks and just goes, "Who am I?" As she's reaching back to draw an arrow.
Just stay close.
No, who am I hitting?
That guy.
Yeah.
Which one are you pointing to?
The ranger.
The ranger? Great. I figured. I just wanted to confirm.
She's got +2 to
Gemma
attack.
and Taz yell down, Archer!
I dated a guy named Archer once. He was a real D-bag. And she lets off 2 spectral arrows in one shot at this guy.
Both of them have
Complain
+2
about
to hit.
ants a lot.
Oh, both of them have a +2. That's
Yeah,
delightful.
because she's standing
She's
within
next
10
to-
feet.
Yeah, no, I love that. It's been a hot minute since I've looked at her. Oh, Jesus. She doesn't even need the +2. Her bow has a +12.
Nice.
Cool.
She can do 2 things. Plane jump and shoot. Great. Yeah, she fires off 2 arrows that are absolutely going to hit this peon with his just normal ass armor. And he's going to be like, what the frick? As like 2 spectral arrows fire into his sad, pathetic body.
That pathetic body.
It was a normal body 2 seconds ago.
Now it's
Not compared to this anymore. Yeah. He just looks down like, what? Great, that's Priscilla's turn. That's about all she can function at right now. That brings us to the ranger. Ranger's real upset. He's gonna return the favor and shoot right back at her. I wish I had a better way to delete these stat blocks once I
She
no
has a
longer...
+2 to her AC as well.
Yes.
That's probably going to be the thing that saves her, because his shoot to hit is really good, but she already has very high AC, thankfully. Actually, she probably has slightly lower AC because she is not actually dressed for this. He did crit on one. So that is definitely going to hit her, but he rolled really low on the other 2. So lucky for her.
And her 13.
How many? Yeah, she goes down again.
Oh my god. Priscilla.
She just did amazing.
She was going to go do recon. She did not come prepared to fight. She was going to drop you off at a perfectly safe bar and then go round up the troops. So, anyway, great. That was her. That was him. Sloan. That brings us to you with Taz on deck.
God damn it, Priscilla. Okay. Yep. Do I have a thing? I thought I had a thing.
You're gonna have to be more specific. You guys technically have a lot of gear, but I don't know what any of it does.
I thought I had a healing potion in my bag. Yeah, I do.
I was gonna say, I think we all had.
I have a potion of healing.
Yes.
I will use my action and shove a healing potion down her throat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let her die.
I mean, Taz's version of this is just literally dropping her healing potion down
on
the tree and just being like, I didn't aim.
Baldur's Gate 3 style, you just chuck it into the general vicinity,
Yeah.
and you're like, you're gonna take 2 for getting hit with the bottle, but you're gonna get 7, so it balances.
Just goes right up the schnoz.
How much does she get?
6 hit points.
Great. She opens her eyes and moans a little bit.
Oh my god. Get behind the tree.
I would love to if I could be upright at some point for an extended period of time.
I don't have any bonus sections except for Misty Step. I think. Yeah. Yep, nope, I'm gonna stay right here. That's all I'm gonna do.
Cool beans. Tess.
Pre-rolled that. I had a 15 to hit Mr. Treeman.
Hate your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe we have established that does.
I believe 15 is his
15
AC.
is his AC.
Superb. 11 damage, please.
The tree shakes as he loses his footing and starts to slip. He is still up, but he is not looking ideal.
She is going to break out of her hide for a second and be like, come on, man, and then go back in.
He's like, what do you want me to do? Fail?
Anyone shoot?
Since you're asking.
Yeah.
Die.
No, thank you. I do appreciate the clarity. I like having specific instructions. Screw you! Cool. That's his turn. So, is it? He's going to pop down from his tree.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna bonus action dash to the gang over here.
Tess is like, damn it, stay right there.
Loading.
Do not move.
Can't win the tree. I have the high ground.
Exactly.
He starts doing a beautiful whirling sword dance with double short swords. It is really beautiful. The first one kind of whizzes by Priscilla. You feel like he was kind of trying to go for like a nick, but because she's prone, he kind of miscalculated. But as you notice that, he spins around and sinks one directly into you with a natural 20. So that is going to be 12 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for his poison.
Treeman's poison. The poison from Treesman?
Treeman's poison. Natural 20.
That's
Poison.
Natural 20. You will only take half damage, and I'm going to say on a natural 20 that I will have it again. So you're going to take 12 poison damage.
Okay, now I have to make a concentration check.
You do have to make concentration check.
The poison makes me
No.
Yes.
8.
Sad Badgie goes away.
They just all go.
Yeah, they all go dormant. Sorry, no one's blessed anymore.
We made good use of that, though.
Yeah, I was to say, it only took me until this late in the game to finally break your concentration. Anyway, cool.
Good job.
Great.
I'm
That's
proud of you.
Stuart's turn. With Huey on deck.
I would
All
like
the
to
badges are like, we're proud.
Stuart turns around to see how many people are behind him.
You currently see, I don't know if this is going to pick up on the camera, but we'll do it for the funsies anyway, because this thing does move. You turn around and you see one dude standing like creepily close, like right behind you to whisper in your ear.
Oh.
You want to buy a watch?
You want to buy a sundial? Kick his ass, do it!
We have no need for ass kicking. We can just take book and leave. Take book to my order and we can go away.
No book for you, dipshit!
You're not
You can
getting
tell
this.
it's not Vlad now, right?
It does not look like Flat. Like you got no. This
That is not the BBEG
they look like
for
a
this campaign.
Yeah, they look like a they look like a averagely attractive blonde elven humanoid of indeterminate gender, as many elves are.
Darn it. I am going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to stride confidently towards Tree Man, pulling out my bow, going for the kill.
Beautiful. Do you want to take your full 30 feet? Or just get down the steps?
Yeah, just get down the steps.
Yeah, you're
confident, I meant to do this all along. I'm so cool.
Cool guys don't look at the creepy person whispering in their ear.
Oh, and I totally miss anyway. So.
Oh no.
Need a
This
bit?
is really
No.
Bits will not even help.
Wait, his thing is 15, right?
His thing is 15. We have
Okay,
it.
so my action was short bow is plus 8. 11. Nah, it's not worth it.
You would have to
Yes.
get a 5.
Yeah.
Well, it did get something for you. You get a single-use bless from the dark ones.
Yes, thank you. Woo, do
Thank
it
you.
for next time, or
Yeah.
do I do it right now?
Flush with bits. Thank you, everyone. You are, in some cases, actually keeping these guys up, I think.
It's so much better because before I shot, I was like, "Hey Taz, look how cool this is," and then shing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
And I was like, sorry, I missed it.
Oh no, I can't see through these leaves.
So many leaves.
Oh, I am no longer
barren tree.
concentrating if you want to remove my condition ring. Merci.
No, you're just watching this beautiful sword dance of death. Fantastic. Was there anything else for you, Stuart?
Nope, that's really all. Yes, let me move in front of the tree from the archer guy. Yep.
Yeah. Good call.
Yep.
We like that plan. That brings us to Huey.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Fount of Moonlight.
What?
So until the spell ends, I have resistance to radiant damage, and my melee attacks deal an extra 2d6 radiant damage on a hit.
Ow. Okay.
Second thing I'm going to do.
Don't think I'm going to enjoy this.
Second thing I'm going to do is use a 4th level healing word on myself, which is 44 plus 5.
What do you say to yourself to
Yeah,
heal
what is this?
yourself?
Is this a sick riff? Do you have like a mantra? Recite the poetic Edda, and everyone's like, "Oh, we forgot about the history side of things."
Start singing Alive by Pearl Jam.
There we go.
Yeah.
That is 4, 3, 3. Ooh, this is going pretty well. I can math. That's 10. That is, why can't I math? That is 19 hit points recovered.
Great.
I think if you fail your concentration, it turns into even flow. You're like,
Cool.
And also, I'm gonna just kind of
Oh yeah.
pivot around to get behind that tree. And,
If you go step to the other side of the tree, he will get an opportunity attack.
well, that's what I mean. Just pivot around him. So, like, keep in his.
Stay within his.
They're doing
Yeah.
a dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just want to be on the other. So you just want to be on
We're
the
gonna
other
just
side of him.
do-si-do.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
So I'm basically enough. Basically, yeah, probably like right around here, just enough so I can be covered between those two. birds.
You're also trying to get cover on
Yeah.
anybody who's ranged. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This dude looks really, really grumpy, and is going to try to hit you a bunch more.
Okay.
First one misses. Second one is an 18.
Meets it, beats it.
Right.
However, I am going to use my reaction. To force a creature to make a con save. On a failed save, the creature has the blinded condition until the end of my next turn.
Which stat is the save?
Constitution.
Okay. I was like, I don't think it matters. He got a 19 on the die, but
Damn it!
yeah, that's a 21.
Yeah, that didn't do jack to me.
Hey,
but-
you know, it's fine. So he's gonna hit you twice then.
Okay.
That is going to be a total of 10 bludgeoning damage halved to 5 because you're raging.
Well, no, because I cast a spell that ends my.
Oh, you're right. So it's going to be 10 bludgeoning damage to full because you're not raging, but it will be 26 halved to 13 radiant damage because you're resistant to radiant.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're welcome. I'm trying to do the math in advance.
Huzzah!
Barbarian.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great. That, I think, is his whole turn. He's real mad at you. Gemma.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at this archer. I'm gonna blast him a bunch.
Yeah, that seems right.
Ooh, actually, wait. Hold.
But is he within range?
Never mind. I want to. Yeah, that's.
For Eldritch.
I
As
have
an
one
Eldritch
one.
Sign. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Of course
I
he's
lied
in
though.
range.
I do still want to shoot at this guy, so I'm gonna pop back closer. Not like enough I can see him.
Yeah, you get line of sight.
Great. And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Great.
And my lowest is an 18.
Yeah, everything hits.
So it's gonna be a total.
He looks like he's wearing really good armor. It's not as good as it
It's
looks.
gonna
It's just
be
very
a
shiny.
total of 37.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And I healed him.
Yeehaw.
37, you said?
Yeah. And then I'll
Nice.
I'll dip back closer to like a couple steps back. I'm just shuffling.
Yeah. Nope, that's totally fair.
Busy night.
Please.
Great. This strange elven human or strange elven person who has appeared, just kind of steps forward a little bit and is like, "Come on, we really like this is ridiculous. Do you want like do I need to prove intentions? Would that be helpful if I try to prove my intentions to you here?" And he like
are you?
he like swings, or they, I guess, really hard to tell, swings around the side here, whips out their bow, and is gonna take 3 shots at the ranger.
Oh,
We have like 15 factions on our back.
Yeah.
No, oh no, I don't trust them for shit.
Okay, just throwing that out there.
No.
2 of his 3 arrows hit, and I have to double check my math real quick because I have to see where Ranger Buddy is currently on the stack. It looks like he does a lot of damage to the Ranger. And then he turns like, we could just have normal discussion. Get drinks, yeah?
Again, who are you?
I have come to help. My order sent me to look for book.
What order?
My secret order that is dedicated to looking for book.
Yeah, do you want to use the book?
That is not important. What
Yes,
is
it
important is I
is.
have been sent to look for book, and I think I have found book. Your friend says he has book. I am just seeking book.
Can you give us a hint of which secret organization you're with?
If I told you which organization I was with, it would not be secret. Surely you know that you also work for a secret organization. If you just talk
What
about
are you
it, it's
even?
no
I'm
longer
not work. I
secret.
don't. I work for myself.
We had a code.
I'm just hired for a gig.
I literally was just running open mic night. I don't know how I ended up here.
I'm a contractor. I don't know.
Priscilla is going to stand up. She is going to look very sadly at this guy, this sword dancer now, apparently, who is standing right here trying to be all showy. She is going to sigh deeply, and she is going to fire 2 arrows past, like, between, past him at the ranger. She will hit both times. She does a chunk of damage to him. This guy is just, like, stuck full of arrows. Some are real, some are spectral, and he just looks very offended every time. Like, my own weapon turned against me! Great. That brings us to the top of the order, which is the ranger. As is tradition, he is going to return shots at Priscilla. It's the top of the order. It's been a minute. Everybody go ahead and make me insight checks.
Ooh.
depending on how high you get, you will get potentially different pieces of information.
Ooh.
All right. What'd you?
22.
22.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
8.
Great.
25.
25.
Blackjack. 21.
Great. Cool. Sloan, you are very focused on the fact that it looks like this dude is shooting at Priscilla. It's the only thing you've got. That's the only piece of information you have is the fact that, like, Priscilla keeps going.
Archerman.
Archerman is shooting.
Archerman.
Archerman keeps shooting at her, whatever.
Okay.
Everybody else got 20 or higher, so you're all gonna figure out a couple of things. Number one, as you already pointed out, but confirmation, this dude from the Order cannot be your sent by glitch. You have a password. They have not provided it. Especially, like, Stuart, you were the one who created the password. You, of all people, would know. They have not appropriately given you a password. Other things of note. This archer seems to, like the more that you're looking at, seems to be extremely focused on Priscilla and only Priscilla. Like, a bunch of other people have fired at him and shot at him, does not seem to care. He is only taking Priscilla down. That seems, potentially significant considering that other people have varied their options. As you look around just at this battlefield and the placement, like, everybody was kind of strategically hidden in the way that you would for an ambush, but you also are looking around and, like, none of these people look like they go together. Like, yeah, you guys are like a ragtag bunch of, like, guns for hire, right? All of these people seem like they come from entirely different, like, setups. Nothing about them seems coordinated. It also doesn't seem like they're, like, you guys set a plan together. You may have all different stuff, but, like, you actively, like, work together and try to strategize. These guys are all just seeming to free for all on you. And you're starting to think that while there may have been a loose agreement to team up on this ambush, it seems like maybe everybody is working for everybody, like somebody
Themselves.
else, like themselves or somebody else. Obviously, this whole situation was already, like, kind of hinky and off, but now you're starting to feel like this is way less of a coordinated attack than a sheer luck happenstance of, like, somebody was like, I could get him here, and everyone went, cool, and that was most of the conversation happened. With that, this ranger fired twice at Priscilla and did not do as well as he has been doing. Let me double check if one of these hits, because one of them might, but she also has insanely high AC right now.
While you're doing that, I just realized I had a roll of concentration when I got hit.
You should do that.
And what was the number I would have to beat then? Because 2 attacks, it was like one was...
How much damage did you take?
It was 23 total.
10 and 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, beat the 5 for one and or 10 for one, 13 for the other.
Yes.
Concentration is which stat? Wisdom?
It's your
It's your
casting.
con.
I'm an idiot.
Con is
Oh,
con.
sorry, Constitution.
Oh, sure.
It's both concentration and constitution.
17 and 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure if you roll in double digits, you're fine.
Yeah.
So he did not do that much damage to you.
Yay.
Concentration and rolling to break concentration is my least favorite thing to keep track of in the game because no matter how many times I look it up, I just cannot retain the math of it.
Now I'm really glad barbarians are strong and con.
Priscilla gets hit once and goes down again.
I tried.
I am just going to, with those wonderful insight checks, everybody else realizes Priscilla is going to continue going down until you are out of danger. Like,
Sure.
Oh no.
whether or not you want to share that with Sloan for action economy reasons, Priscilla is going to go down every turn at this point. There is no way you can get her up high enough to sustain these hits. Sloan,
Is
that's
that
your turn
with
with
plus
Tess.
2 to her AC?
He passed a 20. She
Okay.
has a 20 AC right now within
Great.
your aura, and he hit it. He got a 21.
Okay, got it.
The other one was like a 7. So
Yeah, yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
do anything.
Yeah. Priscilla crumples to the ground next to me. I roll my eyes, and then I stab sword guy twice, maybe?
Great.
Both of them are 15.
Cool.
And the 13 points of stabbing damage.
Okay. You sink to the resident. He just looks at you and it's just like, damn it, and like sinks to his knees. He's still up, but like, oh so barely.
I love that so much. Okay.
You get your new best friend.
I don't want to waste my next beautiful roll on this guy who's hanging on by like 3 hit points.
That is actually exactly how many he's hanging on by. So
I'm
you
up
know.
a tree. I mean, it doesn't matter because he's the only guy that's got the sneak. So that whatever, go and do what you're gonna do.
I mean, at this point, you could just fucking tie him up if you want and just like make.
As a bonus action?
I'll let you roll for it.
Okay. Grapple check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's 10 p.m. We're just trying to see if you guys survive the night.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He rolled bad. He's bleeding out.
Is that athletics?
Athletics, yes.
11.
You beat him.
Wow, really?
He rolled a 4.
Cool.
He does not have a major play. He's a dex boy.
Yeah.
I take his swords away and hog tie him.
Great.
Yep.
Cool. He
That's
is he is out of commission. I'll move this guy off the battlefield. He is dead. That guy I will leave there. He is barely conscious but out of commission and no longer an issue. I will remove him from
Yay!
the order. I believe that brings us to Taz. You see your new best friend tied up on the ground by Sloane.
Taz is like, damn. I feel like I could have done some really good damage. But that's fine. Yeah, she rolls around to Mouthy McGee. That's a 22 to hit him.
Great. That will hit.
A lovely 8 damage.
Fab. Ow. What the fuck?
It's just, do you not see what's happening here?
It looks like you're getting your butts kicked. Would you not like assistance?
I don't know if we're watching the same fight right now, but I think we're okay-ish.
To be fair, I've been hiding inside tower most of the time, so I have not actually watched most of fights because I was trying to stay hidden.
Yeah, you're standing like right near where a guy just got kicked off that wall, so you might want to move.
I have no fear of falling off walls. I have spell for that. Do you not have spell for that?
Taz flying squirrels out of the tree. Yeah!
Anything else on your turn? As you argue with this absolute menace.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna keep bickering.
Yeah.
No, she'll actually No, we'll stay here. Yeah, it's fine. She'll execute her bonus action hide again.
No, one with the tree.
Yeah, one with the tree.
There is a possibility this tree has a vent in it. You just have to find it.
Really, the disadvantage of this tree is right now because I would like to help Huey, but
yeah,
it would be a lot of action economy for me to get into a better position to help him.
You cannot see it because we have battle map camera appropriate trees that end at like halfway up the trunk. You're technically up in branches. I would allow you to like use your movement to clamber through the branch. You can make me like an athletics or an acrobatics check to like clamber through the branches and get to like the next tree over.
Oh, okay.
If you would like to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Great. I'm gonna
swap sturdy trees.
No, you can do it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Precariously balance you on a skinny tree.
Taz
Because that's
is
very funny.
thin now.
The cover on this tree is less good, but
That's fine.
you know, that's what happens. Stuart, that is your turn with Huey on deck.
So I can now see this guy fighting Huey.
Yes, you can.
Does he look damaged much or not? Or
He looks. I have to find his stat. I'm sorry. He looks actually pretty wrecked.
as does the archer.
Yeah, they're both looking pretty bad. Not as bad as the guy who's bleeding out in the hog tie, but like pretty bad.
Right.
The only guy who is mostly unscathed is the Order over here.
Mouthy McGee.
Mouthy McGee.
Oh, but I could get into range and sneak attack on that guy. Let me do that. I'm gonna move towards guy fighting Huey.
I'm assuming you're gonna dash.
I mean, I have a bow. I have a bow out. Yeah.
Get over here.
Yep.
You are the sneak attack
My boy.
for our two rogues.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's why you're getting help.
Actually, I'm gonna bonus action dodge and no. He's already in. This is a bow for 24-ish to hit.
Yeah, I'll do it. Again, his armor is very shiny with the radiant glow of light, but is not actually that protective. It's just pretty.
Cheating.
Ooh.
Okay. I did not cheat and I got better. Anyway, that's 5.
You can cheat. Nobody knows what I'm rolling.
24 points of piercing damage.
Ow! This guy now looks extremely bad.
And then I am going to use the rest of my movement or bonus action dash just to hide behind the tree from that one.
This one from the archer.
From the archer and the creepy guy. If I can kind of
you can kind of split
halfway
them,
between those.
Yeah, that's going to be your bonus action dash because I think you used your full movement to get in line of sight. But yeah, an excellent turn. Huey, it is your turn. This guy looks very bad.
Huey has a random thought.
Those are
Looks
dangerous.
around. Yeah.
Ask him to marry you.
Does
Just
anyone? I have
totally
ceremony.
random.
If you would like ceremony performed.
Oh my god, shut up!
Huey just looks up and shouts, "What's the password?"
What do you mean password? We are negotiating, yes?
And no one else responds.
Nope.
To be fair, Huey, you don't know the password that I'm aware of.
I know, but
Someone
he
does.
does.
Someone within earshot.
No, I mean
does.
yes, that is a good move. It was very funny. Great. What would you like to do?
Nothing. Oh, okay.
As I said, I thought we were discussing what is this password thought. Is book password protect? Is it like those diaries that you have to speak password to open?
Absolutely, it is.
Two-factor authentication.
I have never two-factor authentication. Wow, the devils are like really getting it together, aren't they? Okay.
Contracty bastards. That is a 26.
Devils would love TFA. 26 absolutely hits.
And
They
because of my
invented
little magic
TFA.
spell, I get an additional 2d6 of melee damage. Well, radiant damage.
I don't think there is any way you don't kill him on this turn, but go ahead and roll it because the click-clacks are fun.
That is a... 19.
19 damage. Oh, yeah, you obliterate this guy.
Yeah. With his head! And... since I know, I'm pretty sure there's no more radiant stuff, Huey's going to rage out again.
Okay, yeah, bonus action, rage out.
And, yep, it's gonna grow that tail one more time. And let's see.
There's just the archer and the
Yeah, your only
creepy
remaining
guy.
guys are the archer and Chatty.
that we know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hide behind that tree.
The one that you're by?
Yep.
Great. You are hiding. You just nuked that guy. Gemma!
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hex over on Archer, make Archer man. I think a 14 is too low to hit.
I will see you do the thing, and I will
I guess I could use
throw a rock.
Well, I'm like, I could use a bit. We've
Use a
got-
bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
I have Flash of Genius.
We also have so
We have many
droids.
droids.
Use
I
the
gotta
bit.
use
Use
them.
it.
Hit them in the head with the rock and Charles.
Idea!
That makes my lowest now a 15.
15 will not hit.
15 will not hit. Okay, so then 20 will hit,
Yes.
and a nat 20 will definitely hit.
Yes. That will, in
So-
fact, double hit.
Great. This doesn't change my actual math at all. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a total of 33 damage.
Boy, howdy. Okay. Let me check my math real quick. He is looking pretty damn hurt. He is up, but like barely.
And then if I can use my movement just to get like between him and Priscilla and be like, get her behind the fucking tree at Sloan. I can't just drag her. I can't move that much.
She is like just a really skinny, malnourished, underslept elf lady. So
Done.
great, cool. Great. That is the Order's turn.
The Order. That's his name now. Their name. Sorry.
I have to roll a couple of background things for them. They go, look, okay, I was just trying to do nice, normal chat. I would like to help you by taking book off your hands so that you do not have to deal with evil repercussions of book, and we can take it somewhere where it can be contained until we can maybe destroy it. Yes, this is what we all want, to destroy book.
Insights?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's give him the book.
Stuart, this is suddenly sounding like a great idea now.
I believe him.
Everyone's kind of like, maybe we should give them the book. Maybe the...
Oh, there it is. I literally just
Reading's
like
hard, it's fine.
forgot the alphabet. Sorry.
That's the mood.
Taz is like, she's in the middle. She's like,
Okay.
he's not fighting us, but also I don't think this is right.
Do you want to use a bit?
I mean, it'll make it better. I don't think it's gonna make it great.
I wish I gave us Bardic Inspiration. Or...
It's a solar gemma, anything.
12.
No, I'm also pretty mid.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1. I'm not insight.
No,
Shit.
you're not inside.
You're just real. You're still staring at the like puddle of glowing radiant goo on the guy that you just murdered, going like, "Is that supposed to do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh,
15.
shiny.
15. This person has helped you guys. Like, they have not hindered you. They've been shot by one of your party members, have not taken action against that. They did shoot one of the other people who's fighting you. There is really something about this that is not sitting right with you. Maybe they just knew that you had the book because they heard Stuart say it to the guy on the tower, right?
Right.
But, like, they also were like, I don't know what's happening in this fight because I've been hiding the whole time or whatever. Like, how did they know you had... Specifically, how did they know that Stuart had the book? How did they figure any of this out? How did they get here? And why haven't they been fighting? That doesn't... Like, if they're actually here to help you, why have they not been participating in this fight, helping you the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Something seems off.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as much as you're gonna get on a 15. Is just a conclusory, that dude's sus.
Don't trust him.
They're gonna look and be like, all right, maybe you need further proof. Yeah, maybe you need further proof. And he's gonna
Sure.
turn and fire another shot at the ranger for you.
All right.
Okay.
It's good proof. I mean, maybe you could keep proving it.
Yeah, why don't you two prove stuff to each other? We're gonna go.
This guy very casually turns, fires 3 shots at the ranger, and the ranger goes down.
Nice.
He turns back and just like holds up like, now can we talk? Are we done? Could we discuss? Do you want me to shoot that guy too? Points to the tied up dude on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
He pulls another arrow and fires it. He had another shot. He can take it. Yeah, he didn't.
Taz is like, ugh, whatever.
You are
Shaw.
still technically in initiative. I will keep you guys in initiative for the time being, since I don't know what you want to do about Mouth McGee. But you are in far less immediate danger than you were. Priscilla is unconscious, but does not seem to be getting any worse.
Cool.
Look, man, we didn't know we were going to be here. How did you know we were going to be here?
Can I yell very loudly, "Hey everybody, look over there!" Like to all of my party members and hope they're not looking. And I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern in front of him. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's hilarious.
DC 16.
You know, it's just like when you're turning on a light, you go striking, and they're like, "What?" And they look right.
Yeah. Heads? Huh?
Like pointing the opposite direction of the hypnotic pattern so nobody's looking at it.
He rolled a natural 20.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Isn't it pretty? Wow!
Apparently it is. So much so that he is like, that's nice.
Yes, it's beautiful. Your spellcasting ability has gotten much better.
What?
Huh?
Who are you?
I come from the Order.
What?
I thought we went
Order!
Hey, dude.
The Order! How many orders do you know? There's only one.
Zero.
I
At
know.
least 5 today.
Would Huey have an idea of any order?
Pretend we're stupid.
Roll me a history check for the Order.
Not like I can roll a nat 1 a second time.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean to roll.
Oh.
You did not.
Ooh.
I saw nothing.
Giggle. Should I just?
Yeah,
What
sure.
is it? What is it?
Yeah, on, Vance. It's
Go
the end of
for
the
it.
night. Go for it.
Oh.
Shoot.
Yeah, table gods. It's fine. Get that
Okay.
later.
That is a 22.
22. You can think of a couple things throughout history that have called themselves the Order. There is like a group of like heroic paladins that travel the land doing noble quests, yada yada blah blah, right? You know, that doesn't feel like the right vibe for this guy.
No.
There's the thing that I think you ping on after a moment is like the fact that he's so insistent on just being like the Order and is giving you no more specifics. What that screams to you is somebody who is either in a gang or a cult and this is their cover and they were not given enough detail on how to like improvise around it. And so they're like really hardlining the only information that they were like given permission to use. You would suspect at this point, with that knowledge, that probably whoever this is, they are from some faction, one of the many that seems to be after you.
Yeah.
Again, unsurprising. This is kind of confirming what you already know, but like, they are probably from one, but for whatever reason, instead of kill these guys and loot their bodies until you find the book, this dude was given, go try to negotiate with them, which in and of itself might narrow it down. You can choose how you want to try to disseminate this information. I will let you guys kind of whisper network group chat some of this information so that you don't have to like
So
talk
you share
directly
that
in front of him.
information?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the little sending stones that we currently
Yeah.
have equipped.
I think we established that between people who have message and people who have the earrings that you guys all basically have a functional group chat at this
Oh,
point.
yeah, I forgot.
So you can just be very quietly being like, "Hey guys."
Taz is just sitting up in the tree like, please stand by. Do, do.
Your call is important to us. Please stand by.
So, Huey, you think this is a cover?
Oh, definitely.
Do you think maybe Prisoner 13?
Stuart, while you guys are all messaging around, your sending stone beeps
Oh,
or
okay.
vibrates or whatever setting you have. I don't want to judge what setting you have it on.
It's really,
Definitely silent.
really good when you're
Okay.
invisible.
Yeah, you feel it vibrate against your hip. And if you pull it out to check it, you have a message from Glitch that says, "Please provide coordinates."
Oh, I have no idea how to.
Drop a pin.
Yeah,
You
just
drop a
drop a
pin.
pin on the thing.
Do we? I thought we did. Did we leave the
The
book?
book is at Priscilla's house.
Yeah.
The real book is at Priscilla's
Right.
house.
Yeah.
But you can drop your own coordinates if you want.
That's
I mean, you could. Can you reply back like the book is here? Also, like, here's me map. We're here. Help? Question
Yeah.
mark.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I say the book is yeah. So I
The book is here. We're here. Help.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You. You.
Were you specifically told not to kill us?
Why would I want to kill? What good would killing you do? You are great heroes who have discovered evil book and taken evil book out of commission. Why would we want to kill you?
See, now I really wish I had the bracelet.
So it doesn't really matter who this order is. You're not getting the book, not this book that I have with me, and I'm going to run over towards Priscilla
Sure.
and kind of hide over there and protecting the satchel at all costs.
For sure. Yeah, no, you're doing a great show of that. You feel your stone buzz again. If you are able to check it, you just have a thumbs up emoji.
I don't know what that means.
Stuart's like holding it upside down.
Yeah. Thumbs down. Which? Why?
Yeah, okay.
Response second half with an asterisk.
This guy is just standing up here, gender neutral guy, is standing up here with their flowing blonde locks and a like slightly bemused expression of just like, I don't understand. I have helped you. I have tried to provide my assistance. I do not understand. I get why maybe you're skittish. People have been trying to kill you all the time. I understand. We are just trying to help you get rid of book.
Does it? Oh, you had something.
No,
Go.
I just want to I want to be making my way closer to them.
Yeah,
You can be kind of doing the scoochy scooch.
I would also like to do the scoochy scooch, and I want to look a little closer and see if there's anything about this person, the way that they're dressed. Is their appearance illusory?
Perception check with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
While that's going on, I'd just like to get closer to Priscilla.
Sure. If you want to lean forward and move your mini, you can do that because I have to send a message.
Flash of genius.
Do
I
it!
put on my glasses.
So you hit yourself in the head with a rock?
This whole fight without your glasses.
Wait, hold on. How bad is your vision?
Oh, these are. Hold on, and I twist the lenses and they zoom a little bit.
They
Wait,
do
no.
that when they lie.
That's not a D6.
Oh.
It's a D4.
That makes sense.
Okay. 15.
15.
Wait.
Yeah, do that.
Burn them. Got nothing else to do with them.
6.
I know. Which one?
There.
Oh, better. What? 15 plus 6.
21.
21. Hell yeah. You're looking like this guy's sus. Everything about this is weird. And as you start to kind of get a little closer and you're listening to them, they're talking whatever, you clock as they're like gesturing. Their like flowy sleeve falls back.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a runic dwarven
Mm-hmm.
double P rune on their arm.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens, and I walk up to him and I go, have fun. And I'm going to move my hex to him for Cha.
Okay.
And then I'm going to banish him.
Oh, bye.
We're leaving.
Amazing. Great. Sorry, I have to get to
So
okay to his
got secret notes.
Cha, and he's making it. Finn does not.
Great.
matter. Holy shit! That was a
Great.
2 on the die.
He's banished. Great. We can figure that out later. We need to get rid of this book and figure out some other things first.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Power
Yeah.
and blender.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to kill me. Hey!
Great.
Go ahead.
Grab Priscilla. Let's get her up.
There may be help coming in. Also,
This guy moans a little bit. You help Priscilla up. Are you doing anything to actually pump HP into her, or are you just kind of slinging her semi-unconscious body?
I got a greater healing potion, and I still have healing words.
You can also rifle through her pockets, because even though she does not have a lot of stuff,
I mean, I'm
you
happy
would be
to-
able. She probably has a healing potion.
I'm happy.
I mean,
I have
a
like
heal-
a regular healing potion
Yeah.
that I can dump into.
We're gonna say you just slug her a healing potion. She pops up. She's awake. She's bad. Like, she's in real bad shape. She's been very hurt and fucked up in this fight. But as you are doing this and you're starting to be like, okay, it's time to go, there is suddenly a blinding flash of light as like a door opens in just the middle of space, and you see Glitch appears.
Close it behind.
Hello. Oh, I am so sorry. Apologies. As soon as my friend joins us, we will close the door. And then you see stepping in behind Glitch is a massive, also glowing, so closing the door might not help the whole like thing. This like glowing, angelic, huge figure who steps in and goes,
Sunglasses.
Oh, no, yeah, no, Taz is already, like, flip through to the, like, most intense dark shades she's got.
Yeah, this guy's just like a white outline in
Yeah.
your fiction now. I was told you were in need of noble divine assistance.
Huey looks down at his tail, realizes how this looks, and quickly derages.
You are fine, I do not judge. That is not my place. I am only here to provide assistance. You see, he is very glad to help. Are you in danger? That man is tied up.
That man is dead, isn't he?
He has 3 HP left. Oh no, he got shot.
he
You're
got
right.
shot.
He's dead.
He's
again.
No, you're right.
We
he's dead.
don't have much time because there is somebody who
About
was
30 seconds.
banished a second ago.
Understood. Would you like to be not here?
Yeah.
Yes, what is the password?
Oh, of course, the password.
I swear to God, if it's password 1.
Be great,
1, 2, 3,
do great, and also good. That's the password.
That is the password. Yeah. You have to say the whole thing, otherwise it's...
Yeah, no.
No, I was
A
very
whole key phrase.
Glitch explained very clearly that I must say the whole thing, including that is the password. I hope I got the contractions correct. I know sometimes that makes the difference.
That's so thorough of you.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
It was very specific in my message. I was delighted. He raises his hands. This unfortunate bright glowing light rises up around you as he kind of like brings his hands together, and you find yourselves at the second set of coordinates you set, which is back in the hallway of Priscilla's house.
Okay.
Or I guess technically on the front steps. They've got wards that don't allow you to go directly in.
We tried to get in and, like,
like bounce off the doorway and land on the steps. Sorry, my bad. Should have realized. Feywild trickery shit. Not my deal.
You said a swear.
I am allowed to swear. That is not part of the divine calling. They're just words and they only have power if you give them power.
Oh, that's such a cool thing to say.
That's very cool.
We are metal as heck. We don't say hell because hell is not full of metal. It is either fire or ice, depending on which circle you are in.
Best to be accurate.
Taz sinks into the snow. Let me.
Why am I still here?
So we have this evil artifact called the Book of Vile Darkness. From
Oh, no. That thing sucks.
Yeah, and there's only a few things that can, stop it or at least contain it for a while.
You gotta rip it in half.
Oh, like the traditional phone book ripping contests of my youth.
Which we're really just training for this moment.
Yeah.
I have never felt cooler in my life. I was a nerd in high school and people made fun of me.
No.
I was thinking you're still a nerd.
This incredibly ripped, shirtless dude with wings. Just like, no, you don't understand. I was a huge nerd.
You're
Please,
still huge.
please, show me this book. I would love to tear it in half with all of my strength and might.
All I can think of is King Arthur from frickin' Fairly Odd Parents.
Priscilla, we don't have access to your vaults. So.
Priscilla snaps lately. She doesn't even bother like taking it. She just like snaps an amulet off her neck and like holds it up to whoever's near. It's just like, this will let you in everywhere. I'm just gonna also sinking into the snow. Just pops out.
Taz is like, what? Hello, we're going to the vaults.
Taz,
I remember
Okay.
not stealing stuff.
You make your way into the house, followed by your new buff glowing best friend and Glitch, who's just like, oh, this is so exciting. I have never been to the Feywild, and it is even more beautiful and bizarre than I could have imagined, and is just like awestruck by the Feywild. You make your way in, you find the correct vault. There again, there's a bunch of random servants you're not fully who will happily be like, oh yeah, no, the very cursed thing, it's in the like super triple layer vault. They will take you through this amulet that Priscilla, she eventually kind of tails along behind you, but you open this vault and immediately are all hit with glorious waves of this thing is bad and the vibes are bad.
Oh, good. Okay, it's still here.
Yeah, no, book is absolutely there.
The evil.
Yeah. So the Solar looks, points, goes, that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
You just want me to tear it in half. That's
Literally,
all.
that's all you have to do is tear. It'll come back in like 100 years, but
All right. He like does a couple like little bodybuilder like peck pops to just kind of like limber up.
You want me to play some music for you to make this?
I was gonna say, Jazz is like, all right, with her like quadruple shades
Yeah.
on, like,
You do a little pump up tune. He takes this book, goes, oh, this thing sucks. This is really bad. I don't like it.
yeah.
Turns it so that the cover, like, so it's facing away from all of you, pops it open, one hand, and just right down the spine. You hear the screaming pain of 1,000 angry souls rush out of this book, and you feel a swirl of wind around you as the pages in the Solar's hands disintegrate into radiant dust as the light from his body permeates into this black swirling desiccation of this book, and it vanishes into thin air. Would one of you like to roll me a D100 to determine how long this book is gone, or would you like me to roll? Or do we not care to know?
I think you should roll, and I think you should not tell us.
All right. I am going to roll behind the screen to see how long.
6 months.
You know that you have been successful. The book has been banished. You were able to hold on to it without attuning. You were able to hold on to it long enough and solve the problem quickly enough and find someone able to banish this book. And you know, for some period of time, the world will be safe. Some time passes. Everybody recovers, everybody heals up. Some messages are passed around, and some information gets back to you. You are able to eventually find out through literal, sometimes almost literally through the grapevine, but through all of the various groups of spies, your other Golden Vault contacts, like the other team members you have worked with, things like that, you are able to discover that the ambush appears to have been orchestrated by the Vault Mole, who figured out that you were probably going to be doing something, had a bead on Priscilla through having crossed paths with her at the vault, and used that to thwart her magic and drop you into the place where they wanted you. They were not present. They sent an agent in their place, as did several of the other gangs. However, the other thing that you learn is that you probably don't need to worry so much about that anymore, because apparently everybody has been told to leave you all alone. And they have been told that by someone powerful enough that nobody wants to cross them. You're not 100% sure who that could be, but you certainly have some suspicions. You know that Priscilla's family has ties that run deep, and you do know that you got back to the shop, Sloane and Gemma, and there was a very nice, very large bouquet of what looked like I'm sorry flowers on the doorstep addressed to you, Sloane. That you suspect might be a little bit of a clue as to what's going on. There are many mysteries in the world that will not be solved today. Maybe not tomorrow. There are still people you were looking for that are missing. There are still treasures out there to be returned to their former owners or just procured and added to new hoards. But for now, you have solved your immediate problem. You have rid the world, at least for a time, a generation or so, of a great evil. And it's time to just get back to business. The Golden Vault is made aware of the mole and begins taking steps to root them out. And they provide you all with a bunch of, treasure and reward to help rebuild what was destroyed, as they thank you for your service and basically give you an open offer. Should you ever wish to take up this kind of work again, they would happily have you. You are, in spite of your wild shenanigans, one of the most efficient teams they've ever had. But they fully understand that you might be ready to retire from that, given everything that has happened. And so, whether you continue working together or you disperse separately in your own separate ways, you saved the world. Release this corner of it for a minute. Sometimes that's the best we can do. And that, my friends, is the conclusion of our campaign of Keys from the Golden Vault. Woo! Thank you all for sticking with us. We ran a little bit past time because it's the finale and we had combat, and that is what happened. But I thank you all for being here. Thank you for participating. We've been running this campaign off and on for about 2 years. It's been really lovely, and this is definitely the first campaign that I can say has actually run its course in the intended way, and that's been really special. I want to thank everybody who sat at this table: Thomas, Cheryl, Cal, Christy, Grant, Tiana Wren, Joseph, Leanna, Nick, James, Laura, Warren, and Kaylee. I want to thank all of those who pushed buttons for me in the control room: Ghislaine, Thomas, Tiana Wren, and Caroline. And I want to thank everyone who watched this show, who left us comments, who come to the After Darks if you're a patron, and who have shared a lot of love for this incredibly wild game that I did not know how it was going to go from the start, but it has been a weird and wacky joy to complete. Thank you for being here. We are going to be off on Saturday because it is Loud Noises weekend here in the States, and we're just not going to deal with it. We got to be home comforting our scared pets instead. But we will be back on next Monday, with Star Trek Adventures, part of our summer school. Christy is going to be taking her first turn in this chair. You're going to see some familiar faces back as we go do space socialism instead of murder. I don't know. We'll see. We might just be solving puzzles. Who knows?
There could be everything. Who knows?
If you are a member of our Patreon or would like to become one very quickly, we are going to have an arena on July 12th. We patrons, keep an eye in the Discord. We should be posting the links and the instructions for your character submissions and all of those instructions very, very soon, like probably the next day or two. We just crossed our 7K goal for our YouTube subscribers, so now we want to get to 7.5 by the end of the year. So if you know anyone who you think would like our shows, if they want to watch a completed campaign, they'll have one now. This one. And a couple of others from older stuff. We've got Chaos Agents Season 1 is a complete campaign. We've got several complete campaigns of Call of Cthulhu. Anyway, those of us who can stay up a little longer will be jumping into a little bit of an After Dark for our patrons. You will find the link in the usual places. Whether you are a patron, a first-time viewer, a long-time viewer, thank you so much for being here, for joining us for this. This has been a really special thing, and I'm really happy to put it to bed before I go to bed, because it's late and we're tired. If you're a patron, we'll see you in the After Dark in a few moments, and for the rest of you, good night.